All right, fam, we're here live, Saturday Night Live. We haven't had one of these events in a minute here, and let's get this thing kicked off. Let me see in the comment section. We'll do a mic check because for some reason mics don't like to work. So if you guys can hear me, throw a one up in the comment section, and we'll get this party started. We got some people coming today, and it looks like Fake Mike is already with us. He's got his mic muted up. Come on live. It looks like we got one. We got mic check going on. We'll check your Fake Mike's fake mic.
Can you guys hear this? Let me know. Dan, you've been having so many problems. I'm gonna have to send you one of these, man. Courtesy of me. I know these are extreme pieces of technologically advanced audio equipment here, but I'm gonna dig in the pockets and just send you one because you're a good guy. These cost several grand.
Several grand
for just the width. For this top too. These are custom.
Let's see here.
We got a good guy in the chat. Shout outs to good guy.
We got somebody in the basement. We'll bring them up here. We got Wrights Crispy in the house.
Yeah! That's my boy.
Will Turbot, what's up, brother? Good to see you.
I love your background.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, Dan.
Yeah, of course.
What's up to everybody in the chat and everybody watching now and later?
And all the people watching in the past. Can't forget that.
Never forget the past.
Never forget.
It's been a couple of weeks since we had a Auditor County live Saturday Night Live show, so I figured we'd get back at it. Somebody, Fake Mike, already asked me what was going on with my my tie here, but it's not really a tie. I got this sling on my arm. Let's see if I can zoom out.
Because I'm America's #1 fashion expert, and I was immediately seeing that. I'm like, no, hold on.
I got this sling on because I got in a snowmobile accident recently, and I actually have a broken collarbone, 5 broken ribs, and a broken sternum. Because I was on that snowmobile fast as fuck, boy. Send it. No, I went over a water hole, and everybody was shooting across it. Man, I must have hit it funny because the sled flipped over when I got to the other end, and it landed right on top of me. It gave me a broken collarbone, 5 broken ribs, and let me just say the snowmobile is in perfect condition. There's not a scratch on it. I saved the snowmobile with my body, I guess. But in a little pain, but good enough we can get some Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, for that story, slap the like button, y'all. Break his collarbone. Break it.
Hit that like button like I hit my ribs and my collarbone, guys. But we got we definitely got some more guests coming up today, but I'll give some updates on some things that I've had happen since I seen you all last on a live session. Is I don't know if you all remember the Wyoming County where the sheriff resigned and they forced me to write my name on a sign-in sheet. We finally settled that one out of court. I shall be receiving a check for $9,000 for violating my Fourth Amendment rights, pushing me out of a county building. And there's a settlement coming for that. And then the other one we filed a lawsuit on was the Hamburg Police Department, who they were caught in Lackawanna. That's Officer Sullivan.
Yeah.
He wrote me that retaliation ticket for a parking ticket. Well, I took that one to court and we took it to trial. And yours truly not guilty of illegal parking. But you should have heard that little pig cry on the stand. Officer safety, I had to put him in handcuffs. Do you know how many police die in this country every single day? And let me tell you, I wish I could have snapped a picture of this guy in the courtroom. I wish I could have snapped a picture of him.
It's 1/3 of how many of us they kill every year.
And I wish I could have. Honestly, I wish I could have snapped a picture of him in the what do you call it? hold on, I'm just gonna pin that real quick. I wish I could have snapped a picture of him because this happened about a year and a half ago. I'm gonna tell you, this guy looked like he aged 10 years, smoked 3 packs of cigarettes a day, and drank heavily. He looked like he aged like 10 years. Looked like an old man. It was insane how much it looks like he has changed in appearance. I almost didn't even recognize the guy. He looked like a young punk cop in the video. By the time he got to court, I mean, he must really be scared for his life in the line of duty as a police officer because he looked like shit.
You know what got me to quit smoking is I saw this chart of like when it's like too late to quit smoking, like all the different things that you'll deal with for the rest of your life if you don't quit smoking by this age. And it was like by 35 or 40, like that's it. It's nothing good after that. If you're still smoking after that, quit. It's either if you're older than that or not. But if you're younger than that, quit now. I quit cigarettes for over 10 years, and that's a way that I know I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but there's control behind that very powerful cancer stick. Knock it off and break that chain. I've never felt like a broken chain more than when I quit smoking.
I'll tell you, when I was like 12, 13 years old, maybe I tried a cigarette once. I don't understand why anybody took a second puff on one of those things.
Girls.
I mean, girls. But yeah, I mean, smoking's bad for you, man.
It is. It was disgusting my first time. My head was girls.
I just want to shout it out there that this is Saturday Night Live with Auditing Erie County. The link to come up on the panel is in the comments pinned. Anybody who is a auditor or part of the community is more than welcome to come up. If you're just a fan or somebody, you're not getting on. This is strictly for people who are auditors, have a YouTube channel. And if I don't recognize you and you show up in the lower panel, you probably won't make it up. But just so you guys know, I did invite some other people. There are some other guests coming. I'm sure they'll be here shortly. Some got some other things to do, but they will be getting here soon. So go ahead. You were saying something?
Food toy, my brother.
Food toys.
Me? No.
I interrupted somebody.
Well, no, I was going to say, and on a positive note, as far as smoking is concerned, just like your hair and your fingernails, they say pretty much all of your organs will grow back within 7 years. So even if you are older, if you quit, give yourself 7 years to have a brand new pair of lungs. And you can sell the old ones to me. You guys can find me on the dark web. It's called Fake Mike Real News. I deal with bodies. No, just kidding. But someone had a very pertinent question in the chat I did want to address, and they wanted predictions for the 2024 Royal Rumble. And it's going to be Bret Hitman Hart in a surprise entrance. So you heard it here first.
Just sending out a few notifications.
Just sexting over there.
I got a friend who's a pro wrestler, Brian Idol. I did a live stream with him when he and his girlfriend, who's also a professional wrestler, were on a flight together. They actually just started a wrestling association with Billy Corgan of the Smashing Pumpkins. And yeah, so they were on a plane and some dude stole her AirPods. Yeah, and you could track them. So they tracked them from the Tampa airport to this Walmart in Pinellas, where the guy was trying to check out with some other, I guess he got a credit card or something too. Well, my friend, the pro wrestler, confronts him at the cash register where he was, and the guy made the mistake of shoving him aside and running for it. My friend came up behind him like so fast, and it's like a slick concrete floor. Stop me if I'm repeating myself. I've told this story before, and you can see this live stream where there's a video of it, the Walmart footage of him landing on top of this guy, and he held him down there. and he put him in like some submissive move or something where he was like in his face, talking shit to him the whole time that the cops were on their way. He told me, and this is weird, that he even licked his eyeball.
Oh my God, that's asserting dominance right there. Did this guy
dominance?
He said, "Look how weak you are. Everybody sees how we." When the cops got there, they're like, "All right, you want to press charges?" He's like, "Nah, don't take him and put him in your money-making cage." So we got our shit back, and he's been humiliated.
Did this guy know he stole something from professional wrestlers? Like, that's not a good idea. Maybe just
sitting next to him on a plane, so he must have seen them. You know, they were probably wearing some, like, you know, zebra striped tank top or something.
Ultimate Warrior outfit shit. Yeah. Guys, if you learn anything from this stream, don't steal from professional wrestlers. Okay, kids? If you take anything from fake Mike Real News ever, don't do it.
It's a fake story that they're doing, but it's real moves that they're doing. Not really breaking people's necks, but they're really jumping off those things. There's no string.
Have got their necks broken. Stone Cold did.
Oh man.
I mean, they may be fake moves, but those aren't fake muscles on these guys. That's for sure. Those are big guys.
For real.
Those are big boys.
See that Mr. T and Hulk Hogan thing where they went on this one guy's talk show, and Hulk Hogan put him in a chokehold, and the guy actually like passed out, fell back, and smacked his head. Did you ever see that?
Yeah. Bro, I was watching in I think it was 98 or 99. I was watching live when Owen Hart was playing the Blue Blazer, and he was the funniest character. He was like, it was in the time of the Attitude Era. It was like The Rock and Stone Cold and DX. Everyone was being stuff, and he was like, "Hey kids, drink your milk, have your vitamins, and fly away with the Blue Blazer." Whee! It was hilarious, and he would fly down to the ring, and it was a pay-per-view, so they were gonna have him fly down to the ring, but the thing dropped, and he fell neck on the turnbuckle. He died in that ring, and they kept the pay-per-view going, bro. They're like, well, let me just mop that up a little bit. And I'm like,
I remember when that happened.
Wait a minute, guys. We got the man, the myth, the legend in the basement coming up. It's Mr. Rogue Nation, Mr. Awesome himself.
Yeah, boy.
Making his way to the stream, being accompanied by Black's Law Dictionary.
Hey, Rogue, not to make you too jealous over here, Rogue, or nothing, but
oh man, those things look delicious, dude.
What's up, player 2?
What's up, player 1? Good to see you.
It's like we're like Contra or Double Dragon out here in this game.
Yeah, player 1 and player 2. What's going on tonight, guys? I stopped by just for a little bit. I got a bad ear infection I'm fighting, so I'm not going to be on long, but I did want to let everybody know that if anybody's following the 4 public safety incident that's gone down recently, I just updated everybody on my page. So
yeah, I talked to her a little bit. She said that he's in custody. She might come up and talk a little bit about it. His girlfriend, Tiffany. Let's see what she's just texted me.
Official misconduct, yeah. Yeah, crazy stuff going on there. We haven't seen the probable cause affidavit yet, so we don't know exactly what they're alleging happened. But from the charges, just from me reading the charges, it's looking like it's going to be pretty thin for them to prove the case. You know, I think it's more of a convenience factor, trying to inconvenience him and trying to punish him, and look what we can do.
Yeah, it's not their money.
Exactly, not their money, not their time.
They ain't gonna. Why not, right? It's not their money. They're gonna lose when they lose.
Yeah. Rats, there is no law, I don't think, on not showing the charge. I know that 4 public safety probably already knows what the charge is. Hopefully they've given them some kind of paperwork or allowed them to see some kind of paperwork there in jail. But we're talking like the probable cause affidavit, which he probably won't get until at least first court appearance, or, if his lawyer can get it, which I've instructed Tiffany to have, their lawyer there in Kentucky get that affidavit so we can see what they're alleging actually happened, or why he's actually being charged, because the charge can only tell you so much, Hey, we're charging you with this, but, we're not telling you how we came about these charges, like you did this action this way and that way and this way, you know what I mean? So we don't know exactly how to fight it if we don't know exactly what's being alleged. So all we can do is wait, pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys know Liberty Troll, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he's been to my house with you, and he was recently arrested here. We gave him 3 misdemeanor charges for recording in a DMV like we've done for years, same places and everything, the same county. One thing that stood out in his video was how proud the sheriff's deputy was that his sheriff doesn't have them wearing body cameras or dash cameras. He said, we don't have cameras. We don't run body cams. We don't run dash cams. He said it like that, like with a sense of pride. Like, the 80% that isn't the words that are coming out of his mouth were just like so corrupt. Like, the only people who don't want that transparency are corrupt people. And they have this, they've convinced themselves that they're going to, we can do roughing up to get the bad guys and create order. No, man, everybody is the same citizen. You don't treat them differently. When they create a crime, you don't take their dignity and their humanity away. You may take their liberty for that crime, but that's it.
Yeah. No, that's exactly, what happened there in Polk County is that Judd doesn't want, people to see how his deputies act while they're out there on the street. You know what I mean? So if you live in Polk County and you don't have interactions with the cops, you don't know how they behave, on a daily basis, day after day after day, because there's literally no cameras coming out of Polk County unless it's private citizens that are recording the incidents.
You said day after day. It reminds me, I'm sorry to interrupt, and I know I'm an interrupter, but rest in peace, Jay Surreal Camera and OGI, Open Government Investigations. Lee County Sheriff's deputies are proud of the same fact that they don't carry body cams and they don't run dash cams. And when they pulled over these guys at gunpoint, they made this excuse that these guys had been, cussing at them, and their sheriff's deputies have this, sensitive, delicate sensibilities. The next night, they were out cop watching again, and the sheriff's deputy was cussing out a kid's father worse than they were cussing at them. So, they're hypocrites. In between, the sheriff went to the news and just spun the story to, it didn't matter that our deputy pulled somebody over at gunpoint for no reason and played the victim, when they just did the same thing the very next night, day to day, but they don't have record of it. They don't keep record of it. They don't want to.
I'm going to tell you what, there is only one, and I mean one reason, police departments in 2023, 2024 don't have body cameras. It's because they don't want accountability. Because there's so many government grants, there's so many federal grants, they could get this stuff for free. I mean, a lot of people say the reason they don't want it, they don't have it, because the most expensive part is to maintain these things. Like Lancaster got a New York, one of the police departments around here that I would put second on the list, worst police department in Western New York. They have a grant for $92,000 to get these cameras. All right, they can get cameras for 50. Say they have 50. I don't know if they have 50, maybe 25. For 50 body cameras, they could probably get it done for around $5,000 for all the equipment they need, and the rest is just for the storage. these grants and this stuff is out there. These people could have it, right? The only reason they don't want it is because of the accountability that comes with it. The fact that people will see what they do, what they will see how they act to the public, and they just don't want it. So any police department out there that brags or decides not to have body cameras in this day and age is purely because they don't want the accountability and because they're probably a trash department and they know it.
That and it's also in Western New York, all these police departments are bragging that they're getting MRAPs and mine-resistant vehicles. It's like, well, so you want an MRAP in a mine-resistant vehicle, but you can't put a camera on? I'm questioning their strategic plan for this. You want, military-grade machine guns, and I mean, were we in Lancaster, Dan, where it talked about the grant they get, where they're getting a bunch of NRAPs and a bunch of grenades and machine guns and RPGs and night vision?
I don't recall, but you're coming in real staticky. I don't know if you want to try to log out and log back in, or if you're on a bad internet connection.
Yeah, hold on, I'll be right back.
Well, let's not even worry about the NRAPs, right? Let's worry about these mobile command centers, right? Like my local sheriff's office here in Marion County has a mobile command center. How many times do you think these guys need a mobile command center? I mean, this is in LA, right? This isn't Die Hard, right? Where you got to set up a mobile command center outside the Nakatomi building because you've got international terrorists. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need a mobile command center to go, 20 miles away, dude, for any reason. You know what I mean?
Like, than all that over militarized stuff, which I don't know what the House bill is now. It was HR 1714. It changed with the congressional things, but look it up. HR 1714 demilitarized the police. If you read it and agree with it, contact the representative. Hopefully they'll change it. But overtime, that's where the defunding needs to stop. Like, these people pad their last couple of years to really, they get thrown all that overtime. They'll arrest innocent people a half hour before shift change just to fill out paperwork and wait for a DA. Overtime, that's...
This militarization of the armed forces is just like, it's in their head. I was at a police recruiting event for the sheriffs, and they had their MRAPs and their big trucks there, and I'm like, yo, can I sit inside there? Like, yeah, but you can't take pictures in it. I'm like, why not? He's like, well, we have to scrub it, take the DNA stuff out of it. I'm like, DNA? So you guys act like you just came from Fallujah. There's blood all over the inside of this thing. It took fucking gunfire. Like, for God's sakes. This thing's never seen gunfire in its life, and it never will.
No, he was talking about the strip club they took it to the night before.
The DNA.
That's the DNA. But no. When I was talking about the overtime, that overtime that they get paid on their last year factors into their pension. That we just keep digging deeper in our taxpayer pockets to pay for to be millionaires in 2 years. They've got a second job on top of that after their retirement as a deputy in the freaking courthouse, where you got to go and they falsely arrest you for recording when they don't understand courtroom versus courthouse.
I know you guys see Long Island in the comments section. He said he would come up, but he's not feeling very great. He's been sick for a week or so that's why he's not heading up, just so you all know. But he is in the comment section to say hi to some of you.
Hey, Finn, congratulations on 100,000, bro.
Oh,
Me?
thanks, man.
Oh,
yeah.
I got about 2,500 more to go for myself to get there.
Yep.
I thought of doing 100,000 live stream. Let this be the official one on Dan Erie County, Dan the Man's channel. Thank you.
I'm glad you didn't, because then that would mean I would have to get on a tube and float down the river in the middle of the winter, like I did for Rogue, and it was pretty cold.
100K.
Yeah,
we got another one in the basement ready to come up. my favorite man of the hour when it comes to calling out the bullshit and the bullshit stops. You got to have Joe Cool on the panel because
Great.
you don't let it slide. You know.
Right, great. This guy. Good to see you.
Yo, hide the weed.
What's good, guys?
What up?
Oh, this is a good panel. I'm gonna be quiet for a while because I just walked in the house and I haven't been listening. And you guys are smart, and I'll probably detract at this point. But when I get a intelligent place to jump in, I'll open my mouth.
You got 100 grand yet? 100,000 subscribers?
Oh, I got 100,000. Yeah.
Yeah. So okay. So there are billions of people on YouTube, right?
Yes.
And how many of those do you think create a YouTube channel?
I would think less.
4%.
I just said
4%.
less than one. Okay.
100 million people.
Wow, 4%, 100 million people. Where you going with this, right?
Only 300,000 of them have 100,000 subscribers.
Right. I needed that.
You gentlemen are part of a very elite club.
I needed that.
And you
Nice
worked for
guy.
it.
You
didn't earn
Go
it.
ahead.
I mean, you guys actually earned it. You're actually
looked
part
it
of
up.
an elite club that you earned. So congratulations, gentlemen. And DMA and everybody, man. You guys are awesome, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. I got mine the hard way. I had to give a lot of head and do a lot of anal shit to get my 100,000. You guys too, right? Y'all did it too, right? Come on, I don't leave you out.
My next video is Joe Cool exposed. Sold his
I mean,
Right.
soul.
I definitely dealt with a lot of anal police. I don't know.
That's why I say I'm gonna shut up. Why don't you guys talk?
I think you're talking about my OnlyFans page, Joe.
Right, bro?
When he got pulled over, he was like, maybe there is something I could do for you, officer. Super Trooper, shout out.
What's up, y'all?
Hey, Rogue, I never got to say
Nice
congratulations to
guy.
you too, man, on the 100,000, bro.
Thanks,
So,
buddy.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thanks. Yeah,
man.
mine came a little tarnished because they didn't give me my plaque. I had a
No,
community
neither.
strike or something against me,
Yep.
so they didn't give me a plaque. So what I did
Yeah.
was I cut up an RC can, and with permanent marker I wrote "Rogue Nation rules," and then I hung that up behind my desk.
I'm waiting for Auditing Erie County to get to his 100,000 so he can order me one. Because you
Yeah,
can
I
you get
gotta
one
be-
for free, and then you can buy like I think up to 10 for like $40 each, and you can have any name written on them. So
Yeah, DMA told me that. You too, Rogue? You ain't get one either, huh?
Yeah,
I didn't
there's-
get one.
No,
MC
I didn't
Tyrant
get
Hunter
one.
didn't get one. A bunch of people didn't get one.
Somebody
I think
told me there's a website where you could just get the plaque.
So what
I
is
You
I
can
want one
order
from
it off
Google, though.
eBay for like $80. You can get one on eBay for like $80, I think.
what?
it's
So
not-
wait,
it's
what are
not
the
like-
what are
it's
the
not, like,
reasons that
authentic.
you both didn't get one?
I think they said because I didn't qualify. I think what it is just like trolls reporting your videos all the time and stuff like that. That's my theory. I don't know.
If there's a community strike that you've had, I've never had a community strike. On this channel, I created the Bolt Action News Group channel, and that one has. I didn't
What
know
is-
that.
What is a community strike?
I have no idea, but I had to do some kind of like training for it or something like that.
Yeah.
Something came out in some records report that was put out by one of our correspondents that it doesn't matter. It's just a YouTube thing that they don't like certain things. And if YouTube doesn't like it, don't put any weight into that. Don't put any weight into YouTube numbers. Our 100,000, like I said, that was like pretty cool and everything. But if you have 5,000 subscribers and you're out there every day, like I am free in Washington
Inland audits. Oh, okay.
and not in Illinois. It's I am free in
No, I thought you was about the name of
That's
audits. I was talking about inland
that
audits.
channel-
Another guy
He's in
who's out there
Washington
killing.
State.
it's in Washington. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about.
So can I jump in here real quick?
Everybody matters. Everybody here is a citizen. We gotta keep that focus, and make sure that the YouTube numbers don't fog things up into thinking that we are lesser or better than each other.
Yeah.
I'm not better than anybody. Nobody's better than me.
So I heard at 100,000 subscribers, you also get like somebody to interact with you. So you could potentially say, hey, like, do you have somebody responsible that's dedicated and responds back to you? So I would ask, why do you not get the silver play button? And then, not to brag, guys, too, but it's a little celebration for Fake Mike. We just breached 27 subscribers. So we're going to have a party when we hit 30. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. But yeah, I think you should be able to bring that up with the dude that, or the female, or the trans, or whatever it is, that, or the AI that's just.
I corresponded with them via email, and they were like, "Oh, we understand that this is we sympathize or whatever," and they just came back eventually that they just decided not to give it to you. But that 100,000 subscriber thing, I've heard that too, but I actually had access to that way before I had 100,000 subscribers. So I think they lowered the amount of auditing. Dan, you have that?
What is it?
Desk, it's like the help desk thing. You can chat with someone live on your YouTube studio, like if you have an issue.
I've never tried to exercise it, so no, I wouldn't know.
Yeah, and you know what? I like YouTube does stuff, because like I still to this day am having an issue with people getting blocked. Like, oh, I can't comment on your stuff, and I'll check my blocked users list, and they're not on there. And so what I figured out, the trick to make them not blocked is you put them on your always approve list, and then all of a sudden they're fine. But I thought I had a rogue mod once, and I did a whole live stream about it. But I think honestly, I think YouTube is like blocking people. I think they have moderators too, and they go and like block people for you or something. I don't understand.
I want to say one thing.
Of censoring people all the time. When it wasn't me, it was some YouTube greenie weenie out there. Jersey, what Cristo? Welcome aboard, bro. Thank you. Welcome back, and thank you for everything you've done, brother.
I want to get a reaction like that when I came on. He gave him the
what's up, brother?
Yo, but I want to say before we continue, this may be important. You guys know I get annoying, but I heard while we're speaking about YouTube and guidelines, and I'm addressing this just because Joe Cool is doing one of my favorite things that I cannot unfortunately do right now. I heard someone told me that it's actually already in the YouTube guidelines, and they're going to start enforcing that you cannot smoke anymore.
Yeah.
Just throwing that out there.
Look, go.
Oh, I apologize, Erie County, that I came here with the double audio because I was watching your stream. I apologize.
It was just a little staticky. There was some static coming through. That's all I heard.
Oh no, because I had a second thing open with your channel playing, so you guys were. I'm sorry. Plus I'm high. Yo, shit. What's up, Joe Cool Rights Crispy? What's up?
Welcome back, brother.
What's up?
Doing. Did you see the story I sent to you?
Me?
Yeah. I sent it through someone King. I don't have your new number. I was looking for it, but the sheriff of Passaic County checked out in a restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
In the bathroom of a restaurant after he gave the key to the city to some restaurant owner there. He at this event, he goes into the bathroom and he checks out. Let's just put it there.
Caught looking for minors or something. Who knows?
He heard Jersey Watcher's channel is back.
I don't think so. He probably had some personal struggles, or that's okay. Yeah, I'm lighting up one too, Joe Cool.
Actually, this is a black. I'm smoking the bong. This is a black, but
Rogue Nation has actually done some of the stuff that you've done is like accompany a poacher, right? And Rogue Nation and Chuck Bronson both did a backup kind of. Well, they poached somebody, right?
Yeah. We actually set the guy up from the get-go. I got onto one of the texting sites that the poachers use, and I put myself out there as a 14-year-old boy looking for a daddy, and my inbox just got filled up. Bam, 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 bam. All these guys wanted to be my daddy, and we set a guy up down in Indianapolis to meet with us, and I brought Chuck Bronson and Hoosier News Now as my
You went out.
backup,
Okay.
and we went out there and we busted him. So
Yeah, but you can't put that on your channel,
Somebody's
right?
got some
They
background.
closed that.
no, I
They-
did not put that on my channel, DMA. That went on a separate channel. Yeah, there was no way I was going to put it on my channel because those guys get blocked and kicked off and demonetized and all kinds of stuff. So I didn't want to have it associated with my original channel, but I put it on a different channel. This was a couple of years ago, but I think that
I
channel's
brought it
gone
up
now.
because the point is that in New Jersey, I've seen the guy that Jersey Watcher, Crystal, he teamed up with, what's his name? Jersey?
That's the name my mama gave me.
No, the guy that you teamed up with, OB something.
Right now, you see his YouTube channels keep getting deleted. He had Predator Catchers Alliance, which was over 100,000, and then it was OBL Global, and then OBL Nation, and now I believe he's OB Global. His name's
that name. They keep getting because there's a fine line there, a legal line.
His name's Rami. I don't want to talk too much about it because I want to give exclusive details to San Joaquin Valley Transparency. He held me down, but nobody ever broke the law. What the Edison police did is absolutely corrupt.
No problem. I'll talk about it. New Jersey, in the town of Passaic, New Jersey, where the sheriff just checked out in the bathroom of a restaurant. He checked out. They refused to arrest a predator. They decided to give that other guy, Rami, a hard time about it. And I have family up there, and I called them and I asked them, what the hell's going on here? And I haven't heard back from them since. I don't know if that's my family anymore. I don't know what the hell's going on up there.
A lot of them been catching shit though, right? For that, when you think they'd be praised as heroes and shit, the cops seem to not like them.
And
you know, I tried this in Western New York here.
It's not the same incident. The same thing happened again with Jersey Watcher, and we won't mention it anymore. But
no. I'll talk. I can talk a little bit. I'll talk about it.
Well, that was a separate incident from yours. You know that I called about.
Yeah, before you guys get into that, I got to bounce. My ear's killing me, guys. But thanks for having me on, Auditor County. Save me some of that sponge candy, you fool. Don't eat it all. I love that stuff. Thanks for introducing me to it. Excellent.
What's the matter? What's the matter, Rogue? Is Rice Krispie running? Is he talking too much again?
Yeah, I am.
No, I just got a bad ear infection. I've been fighting it off and on for a while now, so I'm hoping I'm on the good side of it. But no. You know I love you guys. Everybody on panel, thanks for coming up. Thanks for being
glad
here.
you came up and said hi.
What's up, bro? Absolutely. What's up, brother?
Have a good one, bro.
What's up, Jersey buddy?
Later.
What's up?
All right, guys, take care.
So
Peace,
when
bro.
you guys are talking about this to catch a predator type of videos, I tried to do this, and I had to talk to a detective here in Orchard Park PD, and I said, can we set something like that up? He's like, no, we can't. I'm like, why not? He's like, because the law ties our hands. We can't do that. We can't even trap these people. I'm like, why not? And he's just like, they're protected in some way that he literally says they can't.
But they can do that. They can do that. They can have a female officer pose as a prostitute and walk the streets and trap people that way.
Read my mind.
Fake drug dealer, fake bait cars, fake all these things.
But but children, we gotta let them.
Pedophiles are protected.
Exactly. First of all, hold on. Auditing Erie County. First of all, don't say that word that starts with P.
Yeah,
don't say that word.
I've been trying to quote it as much as possible to keep you legit.
Second,
that's what I was telling you.
Yep. No, so I mean, honestly, I'm not even going to be smoking on my streams anymore, just in case. And then the other thing is, I've done 4, 5, or 6 of those videos, right? And I had uploaded them back to my YouTube channel, and I noticed one day those videos were all gone, and I'm like, huh? that's weird. And then I noticed a couple poaching channels. I woke up that day and they're all gone. And I'm like, okay, wait, hold on. Then these guys were catching police officers, like mayors. I'm like, wait. So YouTube's been cooking and they've been in controversy. Not YouTube. I'm talking about, this is Minecraft servers. Minecraft servers have been in trouble for a while because they're not doing a good enough job getting all the wizards. If you guys don't know what a wizard is, that's another word for the P word. That's what I call the P's, the wizards, the Washington Wizards, right?
Oh boy.
So this is crazy, right? So you're telling me that you can't identify the wizards, but the people exposing the wizards, you identify them and delete their channels.
This is why I love Will, man.
I'm just getting mad. I'm just restating things I heard that got me mad, bro. I'm like, how does that make sense? Yeah, we could never. We can entrap drug dealers, horny, and the thing is, prostitution shouldn't be illegal, like George Carlin said. Selling's legal and fucking's legal. How come we put it together and it's illegal? It should be legal.
Yeah, why does a third person get involved and tell those two consenting people that they're committing a crime for some reason?
Well, if it's recorded though, and
I don't mean just
taxed, then it's totally fine.
Yeah, but not just
right.
You know.
I think you might have pointed out why they don't want it, though, is you said you're catching police officers and elected officials. There's a reason why they haven't released the Epstein client list, and it's because we're not on it. It's all the people that you're supposed to follow that are making laws to tell you how to live your life. Meanwhile, they're flying on an island to play Minecraft with children, and that's
and
really
the wizards.
Yeah, got a bunch of wizards playing with kids, and it's like, hey, we got this guy. He's a cop. Oh, we can't have that, because if you expose the police for what they're doing, people are going to lose faith in this system, and they can't have that. Their whole system relies on you believing that they're looking out for you.
And that's why cats like us don't get the YouTube plaques, because you expose police, anybody that expose the government is
What's up, Benji the Bobcat? Thank you for that.
Yeah, Benji the Bobcat, big hitter up there. Thank you.
Hey, Erie County. I'm happy to be in. I saw Brooklyn Audit today. I'm happy to be in your stream right now because I really like your channel. You're in New York. If you ever come to New Jersey, I'd love to record with you. But also, Good Guy Audits. That Good Guy Audits came in here. Good Guy Audits is another person that around the time he started, I believe he had 1,000 subscribers when I was on. The state gave me those restrictions. I couldn't go on social media no more. And now Good Guy Audits is up to almost 100,000. And I'd love to record with you as well. Go up to New York. And
I used to love watching New Jersey Watcher. I used to love you at the city council meetings, talking the talk and walking the walk there and, holding your ground there. I used to love watching it. So you were restricted from using social media?
Absolutely. What had happened is I'm going to do a SLAPP lawsuit, strategic lawsuit against public participation. At the last public meeting, Councilman Brescher publicly stated, because I had asked them, during public comments, what did you guys hope to accomplish here? And the councilman openly stated, hey, they weren't trying to put me in prison, but they just didn't want me attending those public meetings. And that's exactly what the strategic lawsuit against public participation's for. It just strengthened that lawsuit even more. They gave me so many fake charges, but the one that I just beat recently that had Rami from OB Global, the predator catcher, they charged me with criminal restraint. And you could Google this and see the thing. They charged me with criminal restraint. And I just want to say this: you cannot criminally restrain a child predator who voluntarily chooses to have a consensual conversation with another YouTube channel, which was Rami's channel, inside of a vehicle. I didn't even want to go inside the vehicle. So here they claimed, gave me criminal restraint. The third element of criminal restraint is to put someone at risk of serious bodily injury or death. In the state of New Jersey, serious bodily injury or death is defined as permanent disfigurement or death. We all heard the expression, sticks and stones can break your bones, but words can never hurt you. I cannot put anybody at risk of serious bodily injury or death simply because I held the camera up and Rami asked him a question if he wants to be chemically castrated. That is the most ridiculous thing. And of course, what they did is they pretended that the issue was even more than it was. They gaslighted the issue. They over dramatized the issue, and pretending like there was some kind of imminent threat for someone's safety. When I further investigated the issue, see the child predators, they were caught and released. Caught and released 24 hours. Me, I was kept in the county jail for 8 days, 23 hours lockdown, and
Wow.
oh yeah, and let me tell you this. I found out by the time I had got released, 8 days after that, did they find the alleged predator that I criminally restrained. So my question is this: if they never spoken to the guy that was criminally restrained yet, how did they know that he felt threatened? You see, the whole thing was faked. So they could have brought the guy in the interrogation room and he could have said the truth. He could have said, no, nobody threatened me. I chose to voluntarily go inside that vehicle and have a consensual conversation. But at the end of the day, that is the New Jersey Police Department deprived me of my rights and also conspired to deprive me of my rights with Mayor Sam Joshi's administration. And all this is going to, I promise everybody, all this is going to come to light. I don't know how much I want to talk about it, because I'm just happy to be on the panel with Rights Crispy, Erie County. So cool. So cool. Hold on 1 second. I'm about to light up a black and mild too, brother.
I'll smoke with you.
Yeah. So I love you, man. I love you so much.
Love you back,
I've been trying to reach out
Jersey.
to you. What's up,
Jersey,
brother?
who told you couldn't be on social media? Who banned you?
So okay. Now I had 2 prior cases. I can get into detail about that, but what had happened with the 3rd case with the criminal restraint, that child predator case, when I on the 8th day, right before I got released, and they brought me in front of the judge. Her name is Judge Colleen Flynn, Middlesex County Superior Court. She put in the restriction in my pretrial release that said that I am not to upload anything on social media, which is strange because my co-defendant's restriction was just that he couldn't do predator catches and go on Grindr. So, and not only that, a short while after that, they granted him his right back and not me. So it goes to show you it was never that public safety risk. Mr. Erie County, this whole thing was such a joke that in the newspaper article, they made it seem like I was going around threatening to cut off people's peepees. Yet I'm the cameraman. I don't even speak. So, I mean, if this is what the politicians want to humiliate me, that because when I run for office locally and when I run for office, I never intend to win. You understand? I know I have no chance of winning, but what I wanted to do is I wanted to show the auditors, the First Amendment rights people, hey, come into your meetings, put yourself on the ballot as well. And this pisses off the beast so much. And I love you guys. I love you. I love what you guys do.
Well, the reason I was asking is because when my specific situation is that I have federal probation and I'm on federal probation, the federal government tried to make it so I can't post videos and I can't publicize anything. And the federal judge here in the Western District of New York told him, nope, that would violate his First Amendment rights to stop him from doing a First Amendment audit. So, I mean, to me, that sounds like you got one heck of a federal case against whoever told you couldn't, because I got some standing case law here that says that them stopping me from doing a First Amendment audit specifically and going to public places or posting videos, the actual writing on the paperwork says that they wanted to ban me from posting any videos on YouTube, any social media, taking videos of any public servants at any time, and doing stuff like that would be a violation of my First Amendment rights. And that's a ruling on a federal judge here in the Western District of New York that we have here. So I think that you got one heck of a lawsuit if they stopped you from publishing
and
on
not to mention,
YouTube, putting a chokehold
prevent you
on
from
it.
making a living.
And
Prevent you from
also,
making a living too.
Free speech. So,
Snake pit, bro. They
I'll
won't drop the shovel over there. And
I'll
as
tell
far as your efforts to catch predators and everybody else's, the reason I stopped doing the main reason, there's no medicine, there's no castration or anything. It's people, there's nothing for it.
no,
So-
but right, Crispy, it's not even that. It's I really enjoy I love recording. I love recording so much. I'll record anything. I'll record the wildlife in the woods, you know. When I first saw that Chris Hansen stuff, the first thing I said to myself is, oh man, I'd love to be a cameraman for one of those things. And hey, I got to do that off my bucket. Joe Cool knows what I'm talking
you
about.
manifested that shit.
Hell yeah, I got to do it. Even though
Yeah.
at one point it became almost, you know, I'll tell you what, it's been a hell of a 2 years. So much bad has happened. I don't want to get into it, but hey, I love recording, and I'll tell you why I love recording. While I'm recording, you're not thinking about anything traumatic that has happened, that's going on, or has happened in the past. You're just focused on what's in that camera lens right there. And for me, that's why recording's the greatest thing in the world. And I'll never forgive them for taking that away from me, because in America, we're supposed to have the pursuit of life, liberty, and
Let me
happiness.
ask you, Jared. Let me interrupt you. Ari, you said that they tried to do it to you, and then the courts overruled them. So does that mean that when they tried to do it, you had to take a step when they tried, or you did not sign something? What did you do different?
So how it all started was when I got sentenced for my J6 involvement. On my pre-sentencing report, because of the Erie, Pennsylvania Police Department tried to set me up by saying that they seen fingerprints on one of their personal cars and that I was trying to break into a police car. So their RAS to arrest me that day was there's fingerprints on a car I was near, and it had to be me. Like that was their RAS.
Nonsense.
So what they did is they handcuffed me, threw me in the back room, and they started going through my wallet, and then they pulled out my federal probation card out of my wallet. And they're looking at it. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. You guys are going to get federal attention right away on this one. And they kind of made them shit their pants. And they're like, wait a minute, you know, and they know I didn't go buy that car. So that after like 53 minutes after they booked me, checked all my stuff, put me in a jail cell for 53 minutes. They're giving me my stuff back. You can watch the video. And they're giving me my stuff back. And I'm like, what? They're trying to push me out of the police station. I'm holding on to the bars. I'm holding on to the place. I'm like, what do you mean? Well, you just invited me in here. I thought we were good friends. Why do I gotta leave now? You know what I mean? I thought we were just getting I was just getting comfortable in here. And they're pushing me out of the jail. And the whole thing was I was trespassing in the public parking lot of City Hall. And they pushed me out, and they at one point they're like, "You need to sign for your evidence." I'm like, "You need to sign for your evidence." I'm like, "Yo, I want a copy of that." And they're like, "You're not getting a copy of anything." I'm like, "I ain't signing it then." Some lieutenant comes running out of the back. I'll sign it for them, and they sign it, give me my shit, and they shove me out the door. And I did a video on it, and it shows like I got the security camera footage of the place. It's so dirty. But anyways, on my pre-sentencing report, they wrote on there that I have a YouTube channel where I break into police cars. So when they sentenced me for J6, they sentenced me to 45 days of jail because I have a YouTube channel where I break into police cars. All right. I don't have a YouTube channel where I break into police cars. I'll give anybody watching, anybody in the world, $1 million challenge and everything I own. If you find a video of mine where I broke into a police car, I'll make it easier. I'll make it easier. If you guys can find a video of mine where I have touched a door handle on a police car to find out if the door was locked or not, I will give you the $1 million and everything I own.
How they know it was your print to arrest you? Did they just have me running prints on the car? How would they fucking know it was your print? They on some bullshit.
The cop's exact words were, "You were in the area and I just know it's yours." And you can hear it on the body camera. You can hear it. You can see the setup happening. Like they all knew what was going on. At one point, like during this video, you could watch the video where the lady's like, we got him. And the cop's like, I'm on. You know, it's just like, wow, you guys are
You forget how dirty they are.
max. But anyways, so
Yeah.
part of my sentencing was 45 days in prison because I have a YouTube channel where I break into police cars, and now I have 2 years of probation, which 1 year is up, and I have 1 year left. Part of my stipulation on probation is I can't step foot on police department property. So if I got jumped by someone downtown and the Buffalo Police Department was across the street, if I ran to the police department for protection, I would violate my probation and go back to prison. All right, so I'd have to take the beating to not go to prison. So when I got out of prison after the 45 days, I got out on the 15th. On the 17th, I was back auditing in the Erie County Wrath building with Jeremy Toth. And they found out my conditions. So they thought, hey, if we can ban them from going to police stations, let's ban them from all municipalities. Let's ban them from all. But see, the judge here in the Western District was a judge of justice in the law versus the judge in D.C. was just, he's just corruption. I mean, I don't understand like how you can, like the pre-sentencing report is literally written. He has a YouTube channel where he breaks into police cars and posts it on YouTube, but he's never been arrested. It's like, how do I break into police cars, post it on YouTube? They have video evidence that they've never arrested me. Like, it doesn't make sense. So, I mean,
like a
That's
lawsuit.
what we tell people, don't give up your ID, because once they have your name, they can create these fantastic stories about you on paper. And that's the narrative in court. That's the narrative when somebody's responding to a call that you're involved in. He's hostile towards police officers. They go
Yes, very good.
Very
good.
So ultimately, they tried to take me to court for that and change my conditions of my probation so that I can't post YouTube videos or go on YouTube or even video record public servants in the course of their duties. The judge here in the Western District, Judge Villardo, said, nope, that would violate Mr. Warmus's First Amendment, and he struck it down. But there was a process where I had to hire attorneys. It cost me an extra, I think, like $5,000 to keep my First Amendment rights just to fight it in court, in the federal court system. So,
Hey, but shout out to that judge. I want to frame that letter. When you sent it to me, I was like, this is epic. This is like, they said what you're doing is a civic duty. And
yes, people forget about that part, civic duty.
so I got a guy in the basement. It's For the Record. I'm not familiar with this person. If you're down there listening, email me a link to your channel, because nobody's coming up here unless they actually have a YouTube channel, an auditing channel. That's just the way the channel works, or the Saturday Night Live with Auditing Erie County works. Email me a link to your channel. If I know who you are, I'll let you up. It goes for anybody in the basement. If I don't recognize you and I don't know you as an auditor, this just ain't the platform to come on up. So if you're down there listening and you have a YouTube channel, just email me. If I see a link, I can see your channel, I'll let you up. Otherwise, that's why you haven't been coming up, just so you guys know. Anybody that wants to come up who is an auditor, you're more than welcome to. If I don't recognize you, email me a link to your channel. If you got a channel with at least one audit done under your belt, I'll let you up. Past that, this is all for auditors up here.
Yeah, For the Record is an auditor. He has a channel. It's For the Record. He's got about 10,000 subscribers. His logo is like a national defense medal.
I have a lot under my belt.
yeah,
I bet you
I
I'm
tried
subbed
to.
to
When I
For
see
the
these
Record.
people down there, I go ahead and I search them on YouTube. If their channel's so small, sometimes they don't show up. So, if you're
I'll
down there,
step
just
to let GGA back up. Oh, there he goes.
Yasu John Felix, I love you, my Greek American brother. I love that video you did for Lieutenant Skoko. I just got my rights back a few days ago, but what's up, my
Helios,
Hi,
Helios
everyone.
Jersey Watcher, Tikanis.
Gala.
Dude, when
Hi,
I heard you
everyone.
say Malacca on one of your videos, I'm like, oh shit!
Hey, she's into Malakas, Dino.
John Felix, what's up, Joe? Cool. What's
Hey,
up?
Denver, everybody, what's up? Finn, Joe, Dan, Mr.
What's
Nice
good,
Guy. Hi,
John?
everyone. Thanks for having me.
What's
Mr.
up,
Nice Guy, you
everybody?
emailed me this morning, correct, about a arrest you took?
Yeah, that's correct. They did.
You want to
Yeah.
tell us about that? Because you said that story's coming out Monday. That video.
Yeah, it's coming out on Monday. I just got the video from Discovery the other day. They're actually going to go through with I guess looks like they're going to prosecute me in a different district.
Yeah, let us know about that. I
Yeah.
heard a little bit about it and through the email, but tell us about it and let us know, and then Monday.
no,
we'll all
well,
look forward to it. We'll get
I'll
you.
tell you that on the 15th of December, I went to the town of Little Falls here in Little Falls, New York. It was I was going there working on a story about a judge who had been arrested for cocaine possession and intent to sell. And that was the judge for the town of Little Falls. Oh yeah. So I went there, and apparently they pay a woman, a clerk, to be in this office, and she does like maybe at homework that nobody's ever there. So I ended up encountering the highway department employees that day, and the whole first part of the interaction went great. 3 times he was concerned about me recording, and at one point I was even more respectful to him than I should have been. And I turn off them, and we're good. We're just talking. Next time I go out, they're out at my car, recording in my car and shit. So I said, hey, I go, what the hell are you guys doing? And these guys got mouthy. I got a little mouthy with them too. I'll be honest with you. I wasn't Mr. Nice Guy that day. I was Mr. Maybe Not So Nice Guy.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
I gave what I got. You know what I mean? That's what it was. I gave what I got that day, and this guy walked up to me. He was the superintendent of highway department, and he grabbed my camera and punched me in the face.
Did any camera angles catch the punch in the face?
No, actually, like their camera on their building the truck was hiding behind. We were hiding behind the truck, and we missed that. But I have audio of the whole thing. Wow. I have up to where he grabs my camera, and you can see that I haven't even juiced him yet. There's nothing on his face. He's ain't covered in red. You know what I'm saying? And I don't do any of that. So
who hit you? Who hit you?
The highway superintendent.
You maced him?
Because that's not a cop, or
after he punched me in the face. Yes, I did.
Is he a cop?
Good for you.
No, he's not. He's not a cop. But he did use his power to have my car towed and cost me $100.
This is Little Valley.
Authority does.
What's that?
This is Little Valley.
Little Falls, town of. It's at 478.
Little Balls.
200 miles Austin.
Flint Avenue extension. You and Jersey could do one. It only cost each about 4 hours here, guys.
Yeah, Dan, it's like 200 miles from us.
Yeah,
that's outside of the Western District. I got a right to probation to go there, but when I see this video, I might have to make a visit down there because it doesn't sound.
So when you went to
right.
When you went to Utica to the state office building, it's about 12 miles from there. Yeah, further east towards Albany.
What's up, everybody?
Oh, yeah, it's a hot one, man.
What's up, bro?
Good.
So my mods throw Mr. Nice Guy's link up in there, and everybody make sure you look out for that video.
Yeah,
coming out Monday.
You'll see me in this video, guys, retreating the whole time. I mean, I'm moving backwards. I don't walk up to anybody. There's threats that are made. There's all this stuff that you're gonna see, and somehow, after they took my camera in and destroyed it with a ball peen hammer.
This story gets crazy and crazy.
Oh, yeah. So we were able to get the video off this camera by taking the logic board out of it and doing some stuff with it. And let me tell you what, if I didn't have this thing, they made up a whole new narrative. The narrative is that I walked up to him. They had no idea why I was there. I walked up to him, maced him, and punched him in the face. And 3 people signed sworn statements to that.
Oh my God.
You're gonna see in this video that this ain't what happened.
Well, I know it's nonsense any fucking way. Even without the video, I haven't met the auditor who walks up, sprays and motherfucking punches on my camera yet. I haven't met that.
I have a favor to ask.
I got 130 videos.
Let's let good guy get in. Yeah, good guy.
What's up, everybody?
What's up?
You got it. Good to see you.
Thanks for having me on. Love you all. I have a favor to ask.
Oh wow! It can go to my old destinations too.
Hey, Jersey Watcher, how you doing?
Can you guys do me a favor?
What's that?
Can you guys,
What's up, brother?
Can you guys help me?
Jersey Watcher's not really from Jersey, because if he was, he would say, "How you doing?" Where you
Come on, y'all talking over good guy, bro.
All right, sorry. Yeah, let's give good guy the floor.
Can you guys help shed light to my last video?
What's it about? What happened?
I got arrested, bro.
I'm listening.
I couldn't even fucking make it out of January. Can you believe that shit?
What happened?
Got arrested.
The good guy audit, is that what it is?
Yes, good guy. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Okay.
saw that. I saw that you went live when you went out, when you got out, but I wasn't there in time to catch it.
Yeah, I just posted
You get
the
arrested
news.
for?
I'll take a look at it.
What do I ever get
Yeah.
arrested for? Taking fucking pictures.
Well, what's the
I
charge?
don't-
Believe it.
Huh?
What's
What's
the
the charge?
charge?
It went from trespassing to obstruction. Now it's not trespassing. It's just straight obstruction.
Because
What
you wouldn't
precinct?
ID or what?
No, because I was taking pictures and I didn't lick their boots.
On the
All right.
PD, on the police station, yeah.
What precinct? What area? What agency?
I was in Atlantic Ave Barclays Center, the train station. I just got off the train. I went to record the token booth, and they didn't like that. So they tried to ask me to leave the station. I said, you have no reason to ask me to leave the station. I'm not committing a crime. This is fucking public. And then
Good guy activism.
I didn't leave fast enough, so they arrested me. If you want to show the video, you could play it.
Is it good guy activism?
Yeah, David.
Okay, that's a good logo.
What is that? 13-minute video?
Look
He's
at
a
those
male-
Yeah,
eyes.
that's because
He's a male model.
that's because
Those
I'm
eyes.
talking for fucking 11 minutes.
Those eyes are mesmerizing. Doesn't go with the voice.
Thank you.
You're
They go
welcome.
with my face, though.
Also, something that good guy also came up upon and found is, did you release the video from Jersey City Hall yet?
Yeah.
Okay, so on the video in Jersey City Hall, he played a clip for me before he debuted it. He's like, watch this, take a look at this. This is crazy, right? And first of all, obviously the beginning was really crazy. The guy, the security guard there was just ridiculous. But then he finally gets in, right? Even though this guy was being such a not nice person, gets in, right? He's filming, and then I'm like, yo, who's that little girl right there? I'm
Thank
like,
you,
what?
John.
Yo,
Sure.
so peep this, right? I'll keep this fast,
Just
but
got the notification.
I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna say it, whatever. I was like, yo, who's that little girl? He's like, that's the mayor's office. That's the secretary. I was like, that girl looks like she's anywhere between 14 and 20 years old. And she looked even like younger because she had like a big puffy jacket on. She was like hunched over. You know what I'm saying? All you can see is her like little face. And I'm like, how is this girl like? She looks, even if she is over age 18, which I'm sure she is, because they wouldn't hire her just to be the face of. I mean, they might do stuff behind closed doors, but not going to hire somebody that's over 18. So I immediately said, this girl's going to be over 18. And sure enough, good guy gets her business card. And I look her up. And she's never been a secretary, but she did work at Cricket Wireless, and she went to school for massage therapy. I wonder what's going on there. So I FOIA'd the last 20 sent and received text messages and emails between both of those folks. So we might have a little scandal going on thanks to Good Guy. Good Guys have been kicking butt.
Very good.
Everybody, we got somebody in the basement I want to bring up, and I'm gonna let her give an update on the situation. Then we'll go ahead and watch the little bit of video footage. It looks like it's maybe 3 minutes long of Good Guy's arrest. But
2 minutes long. You want me to send you the video?
Oh, I got it loaded, but I want to bring Tiffany up. She's gonna see if I gotta
They help each other like Will help GGA.
I'm just gonna add her up. What's up, Tiffany?
What's up,
hey.
You just want to give us an update and tell us what's going on and the latest and anything you can tell us. We're here to listen.
First, how do I turn the volume up?
We can hear you loud and clear.
Well, I can't hardly hear you guys.
Are you on a laptop or a phone?
Phone.
Just turn your phone volume up, but it might be you might have to like hit the volume up, then go to all the volumes because you might not be on the phone volume. You might be on, you know what I mean, like when you're on the phone. Try turning all your volumes up for media and phone because it might be using your phone's volume.
I got it.
You got it?
Yeah, I'm trying to operate Chris's Android, and I'm not a fan.
I know it was this fucking Samsung.
Yeah.
So go ahead and tell us what you can.
Well, right now we are still mostly waiting. We did decide to not have him sign the waiver to be extradited. We did not want to risk the possibility of him being stuck in Meade Detention Center with the complainant of the charges. in control of his situation. Felt that it was really dangerous and didn't want to do that. And as far as whenever he gets over there, if they are going to allow him to bond out, or if they are going to keep him in there, stating, that he broke his previous bond, I don't know. I have to talk to T. Clay about that a little bit more, and hopefully I'll be talking to him tomorrow. So that's still where we're at. We're still waiting.
How long has he been in lockup?
What is it?
How long has he been locked up now? When did they come arrest him?
I think it was Wednesday night. Was it Wednesday night? It's been a long, long week. I'm having to take over the stuff that he's been doing and still do the stuff that I do while trying to. It's just too much.
They came and got him at the house?
Well, they attempted to come get him at the house. And I didn't even know that they had been here. He didn't tell us, we just left your house or anything. So what happened is we were on our way home. We were coming down the hill, coming into Lanesville, and the cop passed us, and he was going up. He whipped around real quick, and Chris is like, he's coming back, Div. He's like, I don't even know why he's coming back. I was getting ready to stop. I wasn't speeding, nothing. So we carried on. We went to the dollar store, because it's where we were going to stop at. Cop pulls in there, turns on his lights, comes straight up, and he's like, I need you to get out of the car. You got a warrant. No, there's no way. And he reaches in to the vehicle and opens the door. And I was like, what are you doing? And Chris is like, I need to see the warrant. And he's like, oh, you'll see it when you get in the car.
He was by himself?
Yeah. Yep. He was by himself. It was an Indiana state trooper.
You weren't with him?
I was with him. The state trooper was by himself.
Yeah, I meant the cop.
Yeah, I was with him. So I get out of the car so I can record. I want to make sure I have everything recorded, obviously. He tells me to get back in the car. Well, I wasn't going to get back in the car. I'm sorry. So I let him know that. And then he kept telling me to get back in the car. I kept telling him to mind his own damn business. But, he ended up taking Chris in, refused to let me see any type of paperwork, refused to let Chris see any type of paperwork. And Chris said that they did give him a copy of the warrant, but whenever he went through bookend, it magically disappeared. And they still haven't been able to find that copy so that I can have it.
Did you tell that cop if he made you get back in the car, he was going to be in a pickle?
No, not on that one.
That's my favorite.
I like pickles.
Yeah, I like pickles too. Apparently, everybody else likes making fun of pickles, but
that was my favorite.
It was.
Pickles is my cousin.
That was a new one to me. I've never heard that one.
So, as far as the charges that he's on a charge for a violation of his.
No, it doesn't say anything specifically about any violations. What they do have him on. Let me pull up what I sent to Rogue earlier to make sure that I get the wording right. I haven't been dealing with.
They hate accountability down there where you guys are from, huh?
It's
yeah, America, yeah.
Well, I think Kentucky is an exception to even what America is experiencing. It's
never ending.
It's scary.
Those who are new, Tiffany, didn't they break your back?
Clark County, they refractured my back. I had been completely healed up from a previous injury that I got on a horseback ride. I was riding my horse, came off of her, and I fractured my back then. But I was completely healed up. And whenever they came to our home, they refractured my back because he was trying to jerk the phone out of my hand. And I just moved the phone from this hand over to this one, and all he pulled was my hand.
Yeah.
So
I have to emphasize that because these people don't come in as peace officers. They come in as thugs, armed thugs.
Animals.
Escalate stuff. I just watched a video of an elderly lady who was shoplifting at a Goodwill. Who don't get it mistaken? They're not a benevolent association. They're not a not for profit. They make profit.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
The lady was stealing 34 cents worth of stuff, and the cops slammed her around like she was a rag doll. And it's just
from a Goodwill.
in her 60s, 70s, probably, and
wow,
they're automatons. They're
That's
just
right.
monsters.
It must be.
When is the thuggery gonna be enough? I saw
Enough to do what?
a video of where do I see myself 5 years from now, and it showed Mel Gibson hiding behind the tree with the movie The Patriot. He's about to unload.
That's gonna suck.
Yes,
Dude.
I remember that. They was riding down the little way, and him and his kids were up there.
okay, so as far as the charges that he told me he knows for sure that he's got is it's dissemination of personally identifying information. And that I
That
believe
would be
is that-
over. Go ahead.
well, I believe that he said that that was a misdemeanor charge. And the way I understand it, and he explained it to me, is it was because he was using the public records that were associated with JJ and, the stuff that they have to make public information already in order to become an elected official or any member of government, really. So I don't know how you can disseminate something, get in trouble for disseminating when it's already out there. All you have to do is punch in the website and it's there. So,
And do you think they were referring to a video he made or disseminating it some other fashion?
well, he did use it in a video, and it was from their site. Now, I'm not going to pretend like I've watched the video, because even whenever Chris puts a video out, I will hear it and I will be present, but I'm in chat. And I mean, I love his videos.
No
He does a really
excuses,
great
you
job.
lousy
You better hope he
woman.
doesn't watch this when he gets out.
Right, I'm
It's
making a
okay.
joke
It's okay. I feel like he's going to be so tired from being incarcerated. It's fine. I got a free pass on this one, guys. I know.
I know.
And then
Okay, so yeah.
the other one, the felony charge, which is what we are concerned about, is the intimidating a participant in a legal proceeding.
Where's that stem from?
Well, I can tell you what they used, and they are basing it on the thumbnail that Chris used for one of his videos. And in the
This is
thumbnail,
getting interesting.
it's a black, white, and blue flag in the background, and then it has some KKK members. And then it says, "Shut up, America," with a woman, going shh. So I don't really know how that would be intimidating someone in a.
Intimidated who? Please tell me it was to a cop. They intimidated a cop. Please tell me yes.
Well, it was JJ Scarborough, the elected jailer of Meade, that he supposedly intimidated with this thumbnail. But I did not know that hurting your feelings was the same as intimidating. I learn something new all the time, especially whenever it's dealing with government. And this has absolutely put me to my limit.
How many thumbnails have y'all had made about y'all, bro?
I mean, the ones that they're doing about me and Chris, those are fine. Those are good. But, you create
none
one.
of us called and said you've been intimidated when some troll put you on a thumbnail. It was intimidating and he goes to jail. That's not a thing. But suddenly a security, a guard who was supposed to be rough and tumbled, he's so fucking sensitive. Now he can't take a troll thumbnail. It's fucking amazing.
Well, they are literally charging Chris with the things that they are guilty of doing to us. Absolutely. And anybody who has watched it.
Yes.
No.
Hey, can I have 2 minutes?
No. Yes.
You use your 2 minutes up. No.
Is that Wolfie? That's good.
Yeah, Wolfie jumped up in here. All right, guys. I'm gonna let's see. I'm gonna pull Jersey Watcher off here for a second, somebody dropped out. And I'm gonna we're gonna play this GGA video, a little short clip of this GGA
Next time
video.
you need somebody, I can just drop there.
I literally just dropped another video like 5 seconds ago because that first video is not fucking. It's only got 2,000 views, Really trying
I'm
to get
free, Watchman.
no.
Let's play this video. This is the one you're talking about, right?
But no. If you go to reload my channel, I literally just dropped the video by itself, bro. This is just me talking about everything.
I know. I gotta zoom
I
towards.
think,
I
think he's saying there's a problem with this video, and he uploaded a better version that he'd rather you play than this version.
That one. That shit is just. This is literally just the video without me fucking talking.
This one?
Yeah, just uploaded like 30 seconds ago. Just the video because Barclays Center. People don't want to see my face, so we'll see.
Hear that at home? Put a 1 in the comment section if you can hear this video.
It's just moving again now.
Can everybody on the panel hear it?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Yeah.
Let me see a 1 in the comment section if you guys could hear the video when I played it.
Yeah.
All right, we're good. All right, we're gonna play it out and then we'll talk about it.
At the train station.
Slap the like button, yo.
I'm torn up the other.
Where'd you go, bro? Get on it, bro.
Don't touch me.
We can't do that.
Why you touching me?
We can't do that, brother. Let's go. Come on, you're doing too much. Come on.
You can't record the booth, man.
Don't touch me again, please. Thank you.
You can't record.
Why not?
You can't record the booth. That's all.
Why not?
You cannot record the booth.
Why not?
It's for their safety, MTA safety. You can't record the booth. All right?
Why not?
I'm telling you why.
Safety
It's
against the law.
It's against the law to record the booth. There's
Really?
sensitive
What
stuff
law
in-
is that?
There's sensitive stuff in that.
What
in that
law
booth.
in America
I'm not
prevents
going
you
to
from
argue
taking
with you
pictures in
about what.
public?
All I said to you was
Stop
you cannot
lying.
record
You
the
can't
booth.
lie to me, bro.
You cannot record the
You
booth.
can't lie to me.
You have to leave the station now. You gotta leave.
Let me get your card.
I don't have a card. You have to leave the station now.
Give me your
I'm
card.
telling you that you have to leave.
Give me
right
your
now.
card. It's the
I
right to
don't have
know
a
act.
card. I don't have a card on me.
Produce it.
I don't
Write
have a
your
card.
number.
I don't have a card.
You want to talk about laws, right?
I don't have a
You know
card,
what the
boss
right
man.
to
I don't
know
have a
act
card.
is?
You have the right to get
I
on
don't
the
have a
train.
card.
You have to
Produce it.
leave.
I
It's
don't have a
public.
card.
This
I don't
is
have a
public.
card. I don't have a
This
card.
is public. I'm not committing a
I don't have a
crime.
card.
That means I have a right to be
I'm
here.
telling you right now
I
that
need
you
your
have to
card.
leave the station. It's your last warning. All right? You are no longer allowed to come in the station for the rest of the day.
I need your
You are
card.
trespassing now at this moment.
How?
are
I have,
trespassing.
first of all, I have a reasonable amount of time to leave.
No. I'm
I
telling you right
do.
now, leave. I'm telling you right now, leave. I
So
have no problem.
I can't receive
Put
services
your money
here.
back.
I'm leaving. No, I am free. What's up, man? I watch your videos all the time.
That's crazy,
Let's
bro.
talk legal footing.
That's definitely crazy there.
So how was that obstruction though?
It wasn't.
What were you obstructing? There's no crime scene. There's no nothing, man. That's going to be
Delicate
sensibility.
Well,
Completely false arrest.
DMA, you know, the bootlickers and people like them, especially the cops. You know, when they say obstruction, they're of course they're using it wrong, and
They mean buffer.
they think that they're allowed to just ID you just on the whim. All right, and because you're not IDing, they automatically put the rest of the statute with it, but they're not coming up to par with what the actual. Go ahead, man.
Good guy. You think that's what it is? The obstruction comes from you not IDing.
They didn't ask him for his ID. They just
First
told
of
him
all,
to leave.
and I told them, yo, I fucking ripped their egos apart on the way to the fucking precinct, bro. I'm telling you. I said, first of all, you didn't investigate, you didn't de-escalate, and you didn't fucking identify yourself. Who are you? I said,
I thought one of them asked you ID. None of them asked you ID.
Hold on. The charge was resisting.
The charge was obstruction. First, it was
obstruction. Okay, hold on.
No,
in an obstruction
listen.
charge in Florida, and I'm not a lawyer. This is not legal advice.
Crispy.
But there are 4 requirements, and one of them has to be that they have to identify themselves as cops. Number 2,
Crispy.
they have to be in uniform. Got it.
Crispy. They try to get me for trespassing from the fucking public train station. That was the original charge. Up until I got to see the judge. When I spoke to my lawyer right before I seen the judge, I said, I'm here for trespassing, right? She said, no, you're here for obstruction.
Good.
That's what the DA didn't want to go with trespassing because I was
Obstructing what?
public.
Yes, obstruction is better for you. Yeah.
The only
Obstructing
obstruction I seen is they obstructed your camera.
Yeah.
Your First Amendment.
And your freedom.
Full story and prior restraint. That obstruction.
What could you possibly have obstructed? It's just bewildering to me.
Obstruction is
His
contempt
ego.
of cop. That's what fucking
It's
obstruction.
exactly what it is.
I
didn't
agree.
do what they said right away. So yeah, I said photography is a crime in public. Yeah, it's the T word. Oh, you never heard of nine
It's
something?
the camera. It's the camera. I was with my family up there. You know that, GGA. And we went through the subway and we found a couple cops and we asked them, "Hey, how do we get to Battery Park?" And they were like, "What the fuck is that?" And I'm like, "What are you from Connecticut?"
How the
And I
fuck
said,
you know
"Battery
what?
Park." Like where you see the Statue of Liberty. We're trying to get there from Brooklyn. Like, what train do we take?
You take the 5.
And then I said, "Okay, you don't know that?" And they're like, "Yeah, no, I don't know. I just take a bus here and I get this job and I have a fat government titty in my mouth and not so many, right?" And then I said, "Okay, do you know the 5 protections under the First Amendment?"
Oh boy.
But
Bro,
they
they
sat
cognitive dissonance.
my family.
Bro, they don't know their asshole from their mouth.
No, listen. They sat there and they got educated in front of my family, and then so magnanimously they were like, "Go ahead, you can go through the thing. You don't have to pay. Just open the door." They were like, "I'm granting you that." What the fuck, man?
They're brash up there, man.
Yeah.
The Northeast is tough, dude. That's really communist up there.
But it's not here, bro.
Try to give me
I mean, up there, I mean, yeah, they'll break your bones in jail, but out here, it's like for no reason they just put a foot on your neck forever.
They try to give me D and I just gotta do 2 classes. I'm not pleading.
You're not stuck on probation for 3
For
years.
obstruction, you gotta do classes, man. I could be your fucking lawyer.
They try to do a dismissal, adjournment to contemplation of dismissal, which means I'm not pleading it. I'm not pleading guilty. I'm not pleading not guilty. It's just that the case will get dismissed. All I gotta do is take these 2 classes. I said I'm not doing shit. Oh, ROR.
No.
The fuck?
No.
Yeah, you don't need to take any classes to beat that. You could just beat it.
But then I'm thinking they fucking.
Is there a jury?
They fucking sent Eli.
There you
to jail
go.
for
Get a
6 months
jury.
for obstruction.
Eli's
For
here.
what were the Eli's obstruction?
You don't remember his
Could not
last?
been-
Remember his last time he went to jail? It was for obstruction.
Yes, he was. Yes, he got pushed out the police station. Was it that one? No, he didn't go to jail on that one. I don't remember, man.
Isn't Eli in Miami right now?
I think so.
Hey, honestly, does anybody have the sworn affidavit to this? Do they have a sworn affidavit so I can know what the officer's talking about? What did you obstruct?
I don't know. His fucking ego.
I mean, that you have, number one, it's a misdemeanor, okay, in that state. And number 2, you have to have intent. Where's your intent to obstruct them?
My intent
We
was
can't.
I didn't even say anything to
They're
them.
never going to be able to prove intent.
If you watch the video, I didn't say shit to them. I just went about my business.
That's why I'm saying I'm watching it again right now as we speak.
Who do
And
you
it's
think
like,
you are?
I'm not.
Bro,
I'm
from
just
the
trying to
time
figure out where
I
you
got-
obstructed.
Bro, from the time I got off the train to the time I got arrested, it was literally 2 minutes. What investigation?
Wow, this is crazy.
The video is 2
It's,
minutes long.
wait, it's important that we know how Eli got popped on obstruction. Maybe there's some crazy New York shit going on that we don't know about. Was his shit?
He was in Yonkers too. He wasn't in the 5 boroughs.
Robert Beardsley, you're a Malacca.
County. He was
I just
outside.
had to put it out there.
Out of Keezy.
I read that freaking comment.
Well, all the
Derail.
obstruction laws are a little bit different, but in most states, you have to use physical interference
Yeah.
or threaten to use physical interference or force. So
That's the rumor.
Well, I didn't.
But cops don't believe that.
Fucking their little fucking.
How did you delay them? Okay, I'm already thinking ahead. because I'm looking at this video, and the only way that they could possibly try to slip it in, how did you delay them? How in the hell did you delay them?
One verbal thing that you can be charged with obstruction if you do a hootie-hoo in a raid. That's the only thing that it takes law.
A what?
Conduct a raid on a neighborhood like a crack house, and you do where it's not physical. You just let everybody know that the cops are coming.
Gotcha. All right. But he's in a police department. It has nothing to do with that. So I'm just literally logically with some reasonable expectation, where the Terry versus Ohio law that goes to for the whole country is reasonable articulable suspicion of that misdemeanor, of that crime. That crime carries a 93 sentence, 93 days in jail, and a $500 fine. I'm looking at it. So if we're sitting here talking about obstruction, where did he obstruct? I just want to know.
I'm wondering if Eli's case can't give us a clue.
That's what I'm saying. I want to talk to you.
Let me turn my mic down.
Exposed. Real quick?
There you go.
He talks.
I just want to say something real quick because
sorry about that, guys.
Surreal Cam is somebody who, when he started, that's when my restrictions popped up. But when I actually started my YouTube channel, Jay Surreal Camera, he was one of the he didn't even start his channel yet. He was just one of the viewers. And when he started his channel and he grew, I was so proud. I was real close with Jay Surreal Camera.
Much love, Jay Z Watcher. I appreciate you.
I never met you, Joe. I never met you, Joe Surreal Camera. But the whole time, my restrictions, I couldn't comment on your channel. But I just want to tell you, I love you.
Is that Joey?
Yeah,
Joey.
I'm proud of what you're doing for your brother. You're holding him down.
I'm in the car, bro. I'm on my way.
Yeah, there was a little bit of road noise when you first came up. I put you on the mute.
I apologize, bro. Jersey Watcher, bro. I've been watching you since the beginning of you, dude. I ain't gonna lie about you. I'm the one that told Jay about you, to tell you the truth. I love you too, bro. I love you, man.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yo, I'm proud of what you're doing too.
Jay's my dog too, so both Jay and
Jay was so bad.
What's up,
and
everybody?
Good guy, I want to audit with you. I love you. I love your work. I remember when my restrictions kicked in. You were just at 1,000, and the way you exploded, you deserve to explode because you go out there, you're so professional. You make us all look good. The way you go out there, good guy audits, you make us all look good, and God bless you for that.
God bless you too, bro.
And I keep saying, I'm going to New York. I'm going to New York. Bro, I'm gonna get there, guys. I'm going to New York. And when you least expect, when you least expect it, when you least expect,
we're gonna get you a bacon, egg, and cheese. You heard?
Hey, what happened? What was that?
When you come to New York, I'm gonna get you a bacon, egg, and cheese. You heard?
Oh my God!
Big what?
For sure.
Bacon, egg, and cheese.
It's not 3 separate words.
What did he say?
I'm sorry, my apologies.
He's saying it to New York with bacon and cheese.
This is bacon, egg, and cheese. You heard?
Well, I just got to Arizona. I just got to Arizona 3 days ago. I'm here for a week and shit, but I just pressed record yesterday. It's the first time, bro. And I got an insane video.
Hey, you getting out with D? You gotta get out with D while you're out there.
Yeah, I've been out with Becky. I just talked to him right now. I'm actually getting out with Tempe against police violence right now. Ray. I'm on the way to go see them. Yeah, I'm on the way now.
Is there any auditors in Maine?
Bro, I'm all the way in Tucson, actually, dude. I'm driving all the way to Tempe right now. So we're gonna be out all night.
Bro, Joey, I saw that video. Oh my God, man!
What video? You saw? Hey, Rice Krispie. You saw it? The one that I just sent you?
Yeah.
Bro, you guys, you guys need to go see that.
I think
hippie. It's off the hook. It's off the hook.
Yo, are there any auditors in Maine?
I think hippie auditor is in Maine.
Because I got a football game in Maine coming up this spring, so I'm gonna be out there.
All right, get up with me. I'll check.
Man, I heard Eli's in Miami.
Yeah.
Bro, when I was in the airport, I got Chuck Bronson text me, "Yo, have you heard of Eli?" I go, "Nah, what happened?" He goes, "He's in Miami, stranded." I go, "Bro, what? What a coincidence! I'm leaving out of town and then he's in town, in my town.
Wait.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Wait, hold on. He said stranded?
He was like stranded or something. I don't know. I don't know if he needed a ride somewhere. It was a real quick text message. I go, look, I'm about to board right now. I was about to board on my plane to Chuck Bronson. He goes, yo, he's in Miami. I go, bro, I'm just leaving Miami right now. I was like, that sucks. You know what I mean? But
not stranded. He's in Miami, planned from over a month ago.
Hey,
I thought you lived in Miami.
That's not even a
Joe.
possibility. You're stranded.
For all you guys who talk about, for all you guys talk about coming through New York,
Hey,
just
whoever
remember,
it is.
just remember, Western New York is New York too. You come see me too.
I could be wrong. Does he need help somehow?
Did y'all hear what he said?
What?
I did not.
Say it again, Harry.
I'm just telling you guys that when you talk about coming to New York, I just want to remind you that Western New York is part of New York. You all got to come see me too. You know what I'm saying?
I grew up on Lake Erie.
Buffalo City Hall looked like they need a revisit because, man, I just put a
Yes.
five-part series out. And
Dude,
I'm going to tell you what, I
that
thought
one
this was in
guy
my backyard. I thought I'd never get any good content coming through here this close to home. It's like they lived under a rock. They never heard of the First Amendment. I walked through there. It's like every single office was a nightmare. Every single person was it was craziness. So just remember, all you guys who talk about coming through to New York, hey, I'm in New York too.
Dan,
New York City ain't the only place in New York.
Dan.
Yo.
That guy in your video, bro, that came down and tried to scold you guys and refused to listen to what you guys had to say.
I told him to shut the hell up.
I wanted to punch that guy so hard. They're the most punchable face I've seen.
I looked up a video of him talking about how he passed, and they passed the right for children to be furries and use litter boxes.
Oh, jeez.
That's who that guy is. That's who that guy is, right? He passed the equality test in that school so that they can use litter
boxes. We should all show up there as furry animals.
Yeah, I listened to him
with cameras.
I was there with
that
Redress.
would be great.
Redress gave him a lot more attention than I could. I'm trying to ask him a question. All he wanted to do is talk and give his opinion. I got about
walk away.
minutes in there, and I was like, you know what? You shut the hell up. I'm done with you. You're done.
He was like, excuse me? Yeah, I'm done with you. I'm done. You just here to give opinions. Yeah.
That's like the people on Facebook. You get them with a counterpoint and they disappear.
When I get to New York, I'm just gonna record. I'm just gonna record inside cop vehicles. That's it. Get fire footage. Good guy artist style.
In Brooklyn.
You better hit
on the
train
street,
stations.
Wait, what did I do?
Don't forget the train stations.
Record inside cop vehicles. That's all you need to do in New York, dude.
Look,
All you gotta do is
the cops
fucking
on the
breathe that
street.
stuff.
Them motherfuckers is buck wild, man.
To me, like in my opinion, that is the worst insane department in the whole country, and I see a lot of
Which one?
Yeah,
New York,
Chicago,
New York,
Chicago, and New York, Joe.
New York.
Our cops are worse than your cops, Joe.
I've seen them both, man, and I'm telling you, Joe, I can't make that call.
New York cops are trained by Israeli army.
It's crazy, dude. It's crazy.
They're pretty trained.
Yes.
Is that John?
Our cops are so damn evil.
As a
What?
system where they have
hitters up here, man.
rollers from all over the world covered, Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department.
What about them? Been there too. What about them?
They're just almost as bad, bro. Believe me.
They're not the Vegas. They're not. Listen, I've been all over.
Arizona,
I'm telling you, New York and fucking Chicago is different fucking animals. Chicago cops run around with dope on them to give you your cases. They don't do that shit in these other motherfucking places.
Mississippi.
Damn.
What's up for the record?
For the record, made it.
For the record, what's up, man? Let's have a toast on a brown bag. I wish I can have a little root beer.
That's you, the brown bag, dude.
That's awesome.
Hey,
Liberty Freak loves you, bro.
Bro, you don't understand. I love the strategy of that, bro. I crack the fuck up with that, bro. That's hilarious, dude. That's on point, though. That's funny. Yo, keep it up. Don't quit.
Thanks, guys. Everybody's just about everybody has a case over here, right? Everybody's
I'm
has a
fighting
court
3
case almost.
Yeah.
tickets. Yeah.
I have a civil case.
I have
I'm
one
suing-
in Arizona now.
I'm suing Disney.
For what?
Right shooting
What do you?
big,
For
bro.
what? Right?
He's fucking doing. That's awesome. Come on, Rights. You gotta give it up. Come on, tell us what's
Oh
up,
my
man.
God, bro! You guys are hilarious. Right
Come on,
now.
tell us, man. Tell us.
Thank you.
I swear to God, Officer Thomas Disney arrested me February 18th, 2020. And we're
Say
still
it
in
ain't so.
January 2025.
You got
2025.
arrested at Disney minding your own business?
No, by an
No, by
officer
the
named
guy's name
Disney.
was
I
just
think
yeah.
I think I might have seen that video. That name sounds so fucking familiar.
It was by the Home Depot.
Okay,
Yeah.
I got you.
Got a true fan there. He tells you where it was.
Universal Studios.
Hold on, I gotta say real quick. I went to jail for that, and when I got out, it was like 1:30 a.m. and I saw some cars in the parking lot where you go and call a cab or an Uber or whatever. And I got into this Supra. It was an Uber. I got in there. I was like,
Genesis.
I said, "Let's get the fuck out of here." Genesis. I said, "Let's get the fuck out of here." No, it wasn't you.
No,
it was.
It wasn't me. Yeah, Aqualung, because he called me right before that. He said, "What jail is Rights Crispy?" And I told him, and he showed up and picked you up
I thought it was
without even telling you. No.
I got out of the jail and I get into his car. I said, "Let's get the fuck out of here." He goes, "Yeah, fuck these cops." I was like, "Oh, what a cool Uber."
That's hilarious.
I do this all the time, bro.
I was like,
You
"Don't
probably
Felix
pick up
sent
people
you."
all the time.
Wow, and he is also a fellow Marine. That
Mm-hmm.
was 82 was his 2nd Battalion platoon number in boot camp, and mine was 2078. So yeah, Semper Fi.
Do or die.
Now, wait. Can I claim my gang like that? I'm just curious. I do that
Yes.
folklore hustler, vice lord
Do
shit
it.
is cool. All right.
Who you got? What's that you
Folklore hustler.
represent?
Well, I'm in Chicago with the West Siders. The South Siders be them old block niggas you see on TV all the time.
I'm straight suburbs, baby.
Yeah, me too. Be honest with you, I am too. They're all suburbs around here.
Lawrence.
Hey, man, I didn't tell my parents where to move.
Down river area. I know. I get you.
Oh, Joey.
What's up?
You just went to that same spot where me and San Joaquin and his sons went for Cafecito. That's my hood.
Oh yeah, I know. That's the same spot that San Joaquin made that. That's the same spot that San Joaquin made that video for the cop to
It's
pick
got
up the
like
cigarette.
8 million views.
Bro,
where
that
he
cop,
told the
hey,
cop
that
to
cop
pick up
hates
the
me.
cigarette, but he just made him put out.
Yeah,
Because you're not a smoking uniform, right? No,
Yo, that cop,
made him put it out. You're not allowed to litter either, right? Pick that.
Yeah, bro, that viral, that short was hilarious. That cop hates my living guts, dude.
Joey.
Hey, he always
Hold
tells,
on, Joey. Hold on.
Listen, hold on. He always tells Raggle, yo, you all right, but your other boy, to be honest, I don't like him. Yeah, bro, he's like
the other way
on 4 of
around,
my
ain't it?
videos. I have him like on 4 of my videos, exposed, bro, exposed. The truth hurts, bro. That's why I don't like him.
I lived in that neighborhood for 20 years, and
That's
I
the
saw
hood, bro.
this shit forever. You know,
That's Little Havana. That's Little
Yeah,
Havana.
that's why I was saying. How far is that away from Little Havana?
That's in Little Havana. We went to
there
get
we
some
go.
coffee.
There you go. Okay.
We went to get a colada. We went to get
I literally
coffee.
lived between Latin Kings and Wilo.
Yeah.
They fought on my block.
Yeah.
Hood Kings,
Straight hood right there. Straight hood.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was cop watching that night. I wanted to get a coffee. So when I pulled up to the street, I
said,
see
"I wanna
him
get
there.
a
I'm like,
coffee."
all right, let's do it real quick. See where it takes me.
No, but 22 of my friends were arrested on the RICO Act one time. One guy
Wow.
was in Miami-Dade Community College at Wolfson's campus. He clept out of the math. He was so good, and just because his brother robbed somebody's sneakers. They got it on video. They arrested 22 of them and
Wow.
gave them 15 years.
That's the system for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Crazy.
prison industrial complex. We lead the world. 1 in 4 of the world's prisoners are here in the land of the free.
For the record, what's up, man? How you doing, buddy?
Good, man. Good. Thank you. Thank you. I want to, who's doing the civil case right now?
I think Wrights is.
Yeah. Right, Crispy, I guess.
He said he was suing Disney, the cops.
I got 2 suits open.
I think I might have one.
Yeah, but are they civil or are they cases against you? Criminal cases?
Oh no, there's civil cases. I got 2 of them.
Yeah, okay, cool. That you're
find an attorney,
suing
I could
somebody
have a
or
case.
somebody suing you?
I'm suing police department on one, and then police department in Lockport and Hamburg. Civil cases. One of them is up in federal. Got kicked out of the state court and is heading to. It's heading to the federal court. They got bumped from state court to federal court. And the other one, we just served an intent to sue. I have I think on the 30th, I have a H50 where I get deposed for it. But that's where they tried the malicious prosecution. They charged me with 4 counts of harassment for simply video recording them being served the lawsuit.
Have you done any depositions?
I heard Harvey Freebird just accomplished one of them. I saw it on Facebook.
I just got a settlement on the third one. $9,000 for signing my name onto a sign-in sheet. When I told them I didn't want to waive my 4th Amendment right, and they forced me to sign my name. If they're pushing me out of the Wyoming County building, got a settlement for $9,000.
A county building.
Wow. Well,
that's where the sheriff resigned.
Harvey Freebird just did a settlement too, from what I saw on Facebook.
Hey, let me ask you guys a question. If you were done public record, or I got a question for you guys. If you were done, because you were asking about something about a civil case. I don't want to interrupt that, but I got you cats on panel.
Joey, you're making a lot of noise. So when you're not speaking, just mute yourself because it makes a lot of I don't know if your windows are up or no. I'm talking about Joey Surreal.
Oh,
no, I'm only putting unmute when I talk, and then I put it. I mute it again. I'm sorry, I'm on the road, bro.
I'll be right back as well. I gotta use the facility. You guys go ahead and talk.
I'm about to let you guys go because I'm about to meet these people up. I just came to say what's up, bro. You know what I mean?
All right, pimpin'.
I just talked to Joey on the phone, so we good. All right, see you, bro.
You guys, I'm gonna let you guys go, man. I appreciate you having me on the panel, dude. All right.
Deuces, baby.
I usually don't get too
salami,
much
eggs, and bacon,
bro. But you know, first it's been a while. It's been a while. All right. I'll
say hello to your brother.
I will, bro. I'll see you guys in the next panel, dude. Y'all be safe. Y'all be
You as well. You as well.
Movie.
All right.
Go like that. Pull it away from your mouth a little bit.
Hey, who saw Rogue?
This is new, so
yeah.
I just got this like 2 hours ago, right?
Wait.
Why is it all distorted?
Yeah, it's very staticky and loud.
It sounds like you're yelling.
Oh, okay. Is that better, guys?
I know you talk like that, but I mean,
all right. Is that better?
Just settle down, bro. Okay.
Just settle down.
Whatever. Anyway, is this too loud, or do I need to turn my mic down?
If you talk at that tone, you're good.
Okay, cool.
All right. You guys saw Rogue's vid where he's serving a bunch of subpoenas. It don't matter if you saw it or not. But a cop tells his friend to get out of the street. And he tells him it's a lawful order. And it's not. There's no sidewalk and all of that type of shit. Rogue's argument is that we can sue him now because he's given us a lawful order something. Maybe you cats hopefully saw it, and I want to know if you thought it was a strong argument. Maybe I should have asked that when Rogue was up here.
Yeah, that would have been a good idea.
Yeah, all right.
Get him back up here.
Say that again.
Rogue, if you're watching, come back up. I'll go back down.
Say that again, Joe.
He got his friend got told to get out of the street, and Rogue asked, "Is it a lawful order?" He told him a bunch of times, and he says yes. And there is no sidewalk. They're in a residential neighborhood. They're in wherever the fuck they are, Florida. There is no what do they call that shit when you fucking walk across the street? Whatever the no, there's
Easement.
jaywalking. There's no jaywalking. Yes. So Rogue says that now he has legal grounds to sue the cop for giving legal orders. I forgot what his logic was after that. When you give an unlawful order, I forgot what his logic was after
Using
that.
the color of law.
Trespassing him off private property.
They just told him to get your ass out the street. Public property, yes.
No, off the street.
Yeah.
So there was no sidewalk. So basically, they were trying to get him to go from the public street onto someone else's private property.
It would appear so. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's no curb, right? There's no curb. It just goes from the street to the.
Yeah, to the grass, to the person's grass, no sidewalks.
Let me see if Rogue's around.
So then the
I'll
street
text him and see if he wants to get back up.
The street is the easement itself, then.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they had a police car right there meeting the grass. So he went around the police car to the back in the street because the cop went ID to get the number off the back of the car. And the cop gets out the car and flips out. Tell you better get out the street. He just don't want him filming his number on his car. Dude, like, blow me, man. I can be where I want, blah, blah, blah. Then the road there, is that a lawful order shit? And he was like, we're delivering a lawsuit, and they were subpoenaing somebody, and we get another lawsuit from this clown.
Hey, Rogue, where you at?
Because Liberty Troll and Joey Surreal Camera both sent me two videos that are pretty identical. It's all pretty cool. They're gonna like just leave them alone at the end of the day until the very end, where the supervisor shows up on both scenes and arrests them both.
Liberty Troll and who? I don't know if I know neither one of those cats.
Joey Surreal is just up here a minute ago.
Oh, all right.
And in New Mexico law, the definition for traffic would be it's like singly or herded animals or pedestrians on the street or the road.
Pedestrian traffic?
Yeah. Well, for traffic, they call traffic either if it's a herd of people or a herd of animals or singly or in a herd, you can be on the road.
I never heard of a people being called a herd of people being called a herd of traffic being the same, but it makes sense because they let protesters when they're in groups just walk right down the street. I guess by that they would be considered traffic and it would be totally legal.
All right, well, maybe not maybe not verbatim, the definition, but I know in our statutes it's something to that effect. You know what I mean? That
Well, no, that's a huge difference. I'm gonna need to know more detail before I step out on that shit.
It's the definition of traffic in New Mexico, and you'll see that it's like people or animals singly or herded on the street. Something to that effect. Not exactly that, but you can use the street too. If you're walking, you should be allowed to use the street because you're traveling, from point A to point B, and you're using your feet, and you can use the street. And you're considered traffic, so you're considered traffic. You know what I mean? And I imagine in the case where a rogue is doing that, him and his buddy, they can be considered traffic, and you know what I mean? Because there's no really easement.
They're trying to find anything on all of us. When exposing crime is treated as a criminal act, you're being ruled by criminals.
They say the first sign of an occupying force
is like facing all that. We're not criminals. We're not doing any crime here. Nobody burglarized that.
You go in there and film something, and they will break 6 laws kicking you out. Right? So who's breaking the fucking law?
Get off the street.
They say the first sign of an occupying force.
A trend on their side of, you know what? fuck it, let's keep arresting them and have them fight for their liberty. So
Yeah.
all those people in the comments are like, go throw yourself into the fire. I want to watch. Fuck you. Go throw yourself into the fire. It's 5 years we've been trying to fight this shit. I'm not going to throw myself into the fire. But
Every time
a lot of
yourself into the
we
fire.
all test the flames here. We're going to show you where it needs to be fixed. You know,
here's my
now in Hialeah, Florida, one of the worst fucking places in Miami. Everybody hates Hialeah in Miami. One of their representatives proposed a bill that just passed its final board presented, that you have to be within 14 feet, that you can't harass a cop. Quote, harass a cop within 14 feet. Here in Florida.
Wow, that's very open for interpretation because I can't harass a cop anyway. That's illegal. So I'm not sure what 14 feet has to do with anything.
Exactly.
So it's
Can't
very
harass them anyway.
shit popping up out here. There's that other law that's passed for a cop who died or something like that. I don't know what it is that somebody sent me, and it's also just to strip your rights in the name of a dead guy. That's such a disgrace to their blue line. You know, they're trying to strip the people's rights off of breaking the oath that they all. I mean, you guys know what
I was coughing.
Right. Are you speaking? Are you speaking on that one where that I think it was an immigrant that was staying at a hotel and that sergeant
not that one.
him and then he died from a heart attack, and then now they literally are charging that guy with, because he harassed a cop, he caused the cop to go in distress, and they're charging him with second-degree murder.
The immigrant.
Right now.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember his name. And Helio or something like that.
Hey, thank you for letting me on, everybody. Sorry to interrupt. Thank you for letting me on.
What's going on?
I just want to say hi to every single one of you. DMA, much respect. Wolfie, for the record. Erie County, love you, bro.
Thank you.
TGA, New Jersey Watcher. You know, I watched you for years.
Back to you, brother.
And, you know, I'm Buffalo Hot Shots, Buffalo Transparency, Buffalo Accountability. My name is the Blue Raven. I'm from, Buffalo.
Okay.
A lot of things going on in Buffalo, and the reason why
Buffalo, New York
channel. Yeah, I have my YouTube channel since 2017, and I prosecute my cases.
You've been up there for a minute.
Yeah, I prosecute my cases and I defend my own cases.
Oh, I know you. Okay, I remember you now.
So basically, the Buffalo City Hall, everything that happened to me in 2019 is in a federal lawsuit. It's in a federal lawsuit right now. I'm suing about 36 different officers, 7 of them of which are state.
Good for you.
Are state officials. So they like to call you, sovereign citizen. But as soon as you filed that lawsuit and you're waiting for your case management order, they want to turn around and claim sovereign immunity, stating that they are residents of Erie County. But then they said that they have sovereign immunity under 11th Amendment.
The double standard. That's that double standard bullshit.
Literally saying on the pleadings that they're sovereign citizens, literally. So they lost that. So I said, okay, I'm not suing the state of New York pursuant to the 11th Amendment. I'm going to go around that and say that I'm suing you in your private capacity, not your official capacity. And now you're not qualified for your qualified immunity simply because. And Erie County, remember you went to that video when you went to the Erie County building and you had that idiot lieutenant that when you went downstairs and he said, oh, you can't record there, and you called the higher ups and it was a big mess?
This is what county?
Erie, like that was like
Erie
18
County,
different
the
times.
Erie County building in Buffalo, New York, downtown.
You're talking about the county building? The rat
when we went to the county building and the lieutenant said you can't record there, but you can record in the lobby, but you can't record downstairs. And the lieutenant tried to threaten to arrest you, and it was a big stink. So you called the higher ups and he said that you couldn't record in the lobby. This was back in last year.
This is where they threw me out of the county clerk's offices.
Yes.
Then the court staff threw me out. Then the court major and chief of court staff called me back.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm suing that lieutenant. It's called Harrison McAllister 22 CV 75.
For what? I'm interested in what
that lieutenant.
That
lieutenant was a piece of shit.
Right. So the lieutenant.
What was his name?
I gotta look at my. It's Lieutenant McAvee and I forgot his name. Shakamore or Sholomore. Got an important phone call, sweetie. Sholomore or Shakamore, something like that. Irish name, something like that. Yeah. So, well, anyway, I'm suing him and 7 other peace officers that literally arrested me because I was recording in the lobby.
And what lobby?
I'm sorry?
In what lobby?
It was the Erie County building. The same lobby that Erie County
This is where the clerks are?
Yeah.
The county seat building.
So that building has the New York State Supreme Court in it.
Hold on, let me fix my backlight. Hold on 1 second. I'll be right back. Don't get rid of me. Hold on 1 second. I gotta.
What I was saying about all that ramp up of all these arrests and everything and all their battles against citizens is not one but 2 stories I've heard of outside of Atlanta's Cop City. They're doing something out west also, where they're just training police militia to fight against protesters that don't like their status quo. You know? It's not capitalism anymore, man.
Interesting.
Okay, I'm back. Yeah. So they threw me in the cell. I got the case dismissed, whatever.
For what? What were threw you in the cell for what?
So they said that there was a general court order that you're not allowed to record because they're too stupid. They think it's the Erie County Court building. And I said, well, it's a multifunctional building. It's not just a court building. Right. And I'm not in a hall that's adjacent to any court facility. I was on the first floor, and on the first floor is records. Okay. So you can't enforce a court order, which is technically unconstitutional to begin with. It violates all types of articles of the Constitution and violates the First Amendment. And they don't even know the First Amendment, but you know, I'm a sovereign citizen because I know the Constitution front and back. But
that's very unfortunate. You know, I don't mean to. Let me just interject. These people not knowing the First Amendment, the very first law. It's kind of like Amy Comey Barrett. How in the hell did she get on the Supreme Court? Only be able to. I mean, MSNBC, ABC, the left, let alone the right, was asked her one question. Can you give us the elements of the First Amendment? And she can only recite 2 out of the 5. Yeah. So why is she there? Why is she there?
Look, hey, I gotta go. But
why is she there?
Thanks, everybody. DMA.
All right, rights.
Later, rights.
Joe Cool.
See rights.
Blue Raven.
Take care, rights.
EA will be for the record.
Take it easy, man.
Blue Raven, well, we got an opportunity. Here's what I'm asking you. I think you said 14 times they popped you. Were most of them or all of them for filming? What other type of shit?
As of right now, what they did was they hit me with a Rule 12b-6. And with a Rule 12b-6 motion, I'm going to explain to you. Well, the Rule 12b-6 motion is, hey, he filed a complaint. But because we're sovereigns, he doesn't have a right to state a claim for relief because we are entitled to qualified immunity.
I'll be damned.
So what I did was I laughed at them, state the merits to my complaint, and put forth everything they said on why. For a perfect example, when I was kicked out of DMV, she said, well, he's not entitled to the First Amendment because the First Amendment only protects speech. And I said, well, see, you know, Ness v. City of Bloomington, where it states that speech and press is synonymous as one because I have to narrate what I'm recording and disseminating to the public. So therefore, because she stated in her Rule 12b-6 that I was escorted out of DMV simply because I was recording, there's the proof. Now you lost qualified immunity. And the judge says, well, he does have a point, because if he was free to go, you wanted him to go. He's not contending that he was free to go. What he was saying was it was an unlawful detention because he wasn't free to stay. And because of that, you guys got to come back. I cannot let you guys have this summary judgment of Rule 12b-6 because we need more. You all got to come back. So that's how they lost the Rule 12b-6 motion. So now we got the case management.
Wait, was that my question? About how they lost the Rule 12b-6 motion?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that was
They
pretty
told on
close. Yeah.
themselves. You see, when they file the Rule 12b-6, they have to state the proof. The onus goes to the defendants on why their case should be dismissed, and they have to have some merit on why the Rule 12b-6 should be qualified. I used their motion because when they file the motion, you can respond and answer, and then they have a reply. It was so bad that they can't even reply.
Yeah, that opened up a door for you. Yeah, that's awesome.
So
I'm eating. I'm not ignoring. I'm eating.
So I used their motion and their own words against them as merit. And they couldn't answer. So now I got the case management order, and you got to do the disclosure on Federal Rules of Procedure 26. And I said, listen, I'm getting harassed by the so-called U.S. Marshals when I go to the court building to submit my motions and submit my answers. I need to have the same privileges as the attorney and do the electronic filing. So they're like, yeah. I'm like, well, that's going to be a Bivens claim because they throw me in the cell because
all right, I see where you're going.
They're harassing me on that. And I want to share
defining the Bivens claim real quick.
I'm sorry.
Can you define the Bivens claim real quick?
So the Bivens claim is a tort to go after federal actors because federal actors are not qualified, or you cannot have a Title 42 claim on any federal agents because they are protected with gods and goddesses of the United States Corporation. But make a long story short, if you have your Fourth Amendment rights violated or your Eighth Amendment right has been violated or you deal with malicious prosecution, the Supreme Court has extended the Bivens claim from just the Fourth Amendment to now the Eighth Amendment and malicious prosecution. And you can bring a suit against any federal agents, the FBI or the ICE or any federal agents. You could bring a claim against them pursuant to Bivens. But right now I'm studying.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And what now I'm studying is just going after their surety bonds and just getting rid of the Article 1 congressional tort claims and just going after their surety bonds by affidavits. I just hope that works out for me, but I think we'll talk to you guys to death.
What is your YouTube channel called?
Huh?
What is your YouTube channel?
Oh, Buffalo Hot Shots.
Buffalo Hot Shots?
Yep. One thing before I get disconnected, I always wanted to talk to all the auditors. And I always wanted to share my theory on the elements of the First Amendment. And you guys always ask, what are the 5 elements of the First Amendment? Well, you're probably going to hate my answer, but here's my answer. There's technically one element. And that element is we the people. And if you read the First Amendment, it's a restriction. It's a restriction of Congress to pass laws of the 5 freedoms that were already free prior to the Constitution being ratified in 1791. I think the First Amendment was ratified. So it was free ever since technically 1783 when the Treaty of Paris was signed. So Congress shall pass no law in respect of establishing religion or prohibiting the right Congress shall pass no law in respect of establishing religion or prohibiting the exercise thereof, or abridging the right of free speech or of the press, or the right of people to peacefully assemble, and the right to petition government over just grievances. Those were already freedoms prior to the Constitution being ratified. So the main thing
I
is
don't think we ate your answer. I don't want to speak for everybody else, but just shit, I thought we all agree with that. I would have assumed everybody saw there was a restriction.
Can I ask you guys a question? Does YouTube play with your numbers? Does YouTube shadow ban you guys?
They shadow ban me, yeah.
I've been.
Is that a trick question?
They fucking play with my numbers, bro. They shadow banning me, bro.
I
get
swear on
shadow
mine.
banned.
Most of my shadow ban has been uplifted, and I found a way to kind of like counteract that. And I think I talked to Joe Cool as well about these things. And
You know
basically,
what movie?
Go ahead.
I'm upset at you, man. I'm upset at you. I'm upset at fucking Harbaugh. You got to change your background, man.
What's wrong?
Harbaugh. Yeah,
congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
You have 1 year.
I love and appreciate what you're saying for sure.
You have a whole year. You have a whole year of bragging rights, dude.
I know, it's awesome.
But the Harbaugh brothers, they're kicking ass, both of them.
Yes, they are. They are.
You're not sad that he's leaving? You're not sad that you lost your head coach?
Hell yeah, I'm glad. But you know what? I can't hate a guy for moving on and go. Now he's going to the big leagues and he wants to go get a ring. He's got goals and he's got a vision, man.
But if his brother's dominating the college level, and then your older brother's dominating the pro level, why not just you stay there and he stay there?
Because he's got. Listen, if you got goals, you know what I'm saying. Each and every person, just because they say if there was 4 of them and there was 2 others in other leagues, one was in baseball, well, the other one was in soccer. I mean, and they have different levels of there. So what? So we should corner the market because we want to represent that we're the best family that can control the sports, or each and every one of these people really do have individual dreams. And that is a dream of his. If you go back and listen to him in the interview, you'll hear him say, look, I wanted to get this accomplished. I stuck with it. All that adversity, all that adversity he was fighting, I mean, he got punished for something that they couldn't even prove that he was involved in. But because he's the man in the position and it happened on his watch, he had to take the downfall for it. He had to take the punishment. Out of the 4 last games, he had to sit out last 3 and get the offensive coach had to step up to the plate. You know what I'm saying?
You guys did a great job this year. Congratulations.
Thank you. I love that team, and that's why I named my channel after him, because I love him. It represents.
He didn't get on the field.
It doesn't matter though. I'm a Wolverine. I'm a Wolverine, brother.
Nice.
Have you ever been to a game?
Yo, Blue Raven, the video
sir.
of you getting arrested or you being escorted out of city or county hall by a lieutenant, that's not on the internet?
That's
Joe over there.
It's on my Facebook, but it's buried. It happened in 2019. So it happened way before when you got, you know what I mean? When they started to mess with you. Yeah. So I'll show you,
But it's not on the YouTube.
Because how I do my videos, I put them in episodes. And
I'm
watching like episode maybe 18 or whatever. I want to have all the clips of my lawsuit on everything that's in my lawsuit. And I wanted to answer Joe's question. Joe Cool, when you had the question about if a law enforcement officer tells you to leave, did he threaten that guy to arrest him?
No. If you're talking about Rogue, he did. Yes, I'm an idiot. I guess I don't know if he verbally said it, but yes, he would have had to say it. If you don't get out the road, I'm going to arrest you. He would have had to. But now I'm talking.
Okay,
hey, can someone find that shit? That would be fucking cool.
Hi, brown sugar.
Okay, so he does have grounds pursuant to a violation of the 4th Amendment because he detained him. When you have an officer, it's called a show of authority order. So when you have an officer that shows show of authority and gives you a lawful order, but there's no law to back up his order, it's a lawless order. And he's not qualified to qualified immunity simply because he has detained him. And the sense of
That's
detention,
what he said. He said that is now a detainment. Him giving you a lawful order is detainment. He had no grounds to detain. That is what his argument was.
It's a false imprisonment because he restricted his motion. If it were to be a crime scene, then and he's trying to secure an area, then we're into opens up the analysis of Arizona v. Gantt, the Arizona v. Gantt argument. But if there's no Arizona v. Gantt analysis, then it opens
wait. I don't think we can go forward. I'm not familiar with Arizona v. Gantt.
Arizona v. Gantt Supreme Court case that says
short version, please, motherfucker.
I'm sorry?
Short version.
Right. So basically, the Supreme Court case in Arizona v. Gantt says the officer must articulate and demonstrate a continuous threat that the arrestee is trying to damage evidence of a crime scene or harm others or himself. Then and only then an officer can give you a lawful order regarding officer safety.
Is that true? Damn it, say it again. Who was that? Something v. Gantt.
Arizona v. Gantt.
I'm trying to remember. I'll never. Wolfie, help your buddy out.
Arizona v. Gantt. You want me to look that up real quick?
No, I don't need it for now. I'm high. I forget.
I mean, we can put it on the panel if you want.
No, I don't need all that. I'm worried my fucking high memory is not going to let me remember it when I get off panel.
Smoke another one, then you'll be all right.
All right, we'll get out of this.
I have a question for DMA.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, boss man. So what's the deal with that City Hall situation? Is there any update on that when they arrested like everyone and of this? They just like what? You know, it was like some weird policy that, and everyone showed up. I don't know if Erie County, did you make a trip out there? And like everybody showed up. I forgot the name of the town.
It's Sheridan.
Sheridan.
Yeah. Now what happened was, I got found guilty. The other 4, they ended up taking a plea bargain, which is, I guess, if they do like 15 hours community service, then they dismiss the charge. So I didn't take any plea bargain. I don't think they were offering me the plea bargain anyways. I was the only one they didn't offer it. But they added charges on every single other person of trespassing. I'm the only one they didn't add charges. And I think that was also so that I wouldn't be able to get a jury trial. I'm not sure because I wasn't eligible for a jury trial. But no, I got found guilty. And even the judge said, on the record, she said, I'm not a constitutional expert.
Wow.
And she said, she told my
said that on the record?
Yeah, she said, Mr. Schwab, it looks like you have a
judicial misconduct right there.
Like she was trying to like hint to him like, hey, I don't want to take the heat for this. So I'm just going to let somebody else make a decision. So we filed the appeal. So I have no idea when it's going to be or anything. So it takes a while. It might be, another 6 months or something, but
excuse me.
I don't know if they want to really make precedent that you can't record in a city hall. I mean, it's absolutely crazy.
Right. If they got you on trespass, you would have had to break a rule. And I wonder if that rule was filming. Yeah.
Okay. Well, they made up their own rule and that
either way, correct me if I'm wrong. Let's go back to that judge. Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't a judge's job description sitting in the bench, one of them being a fact finder?
Impartial fact finder.
Well, whatever. You can call it what you want, but it's still a fact finder, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So how can you leave a decision that is based upon the judge's description, okay, where she's the one, he or she or whatever the pronoun is, okay? If that person sitting in that chair wearing the robe, having that description, is trying to like deflect, I don't know why. How can you like put that in somebody else's hands when you're the fact finder? And to say something like using constitutional law, it's proven my point to the rest of you. What I've been trying to tell you, separating the difference and being able to identify that. Operating standard procedure, directive policy. They go up operating standard procedure, which is called in today's court in Michigan, that's corporate law. And directive policy is constitutional law. So basically, she was saying that she doesn't practice directive policy in her court, or she don't know enough about it. How in the hell did she become a judge?
She says she's not an expert. She has an argument. She can say that judges, we're judges, but to become an expert, you got to specifically blah, blah, blah. She at least has an argument.
Yeah, but
to become
the
a
Constitution
judge,
is Supreme Court. Listen to me. The Constitution. I'm going to argue this right now. The Constitution is the supreme law of the land. You have to know the supreme law of the land, especially if one of us is coming up in there and arguing that. You better get rid of her, or you better
Listen,
put it on record to get out of
I'm
there.
assuming, and I agree
all
with
you have to
but
do to
I'm
become
assuming,
a judge in this area is win an election.
Right.
All you got to do is win an election to become
Tell
a
him,
judge.
tell him, Erie.
You don't have to know. You don't have to be a lawyer. You don't have to know the law. You don't have to. You don't have to know.
I can't believe you're admitting that. It's
all you have to
embarrassing.
do is win
The
an
judge in
election.
Cheektowaga, the judge in Cheektowaga that has zero experience in any legal experience because he used to be a cop.
You talking about Wanted?
I think so.
You guys are in trouble. You get in trouble in Cheektowaga. That's a tyrant, baby. That's one
So
judge. That's one judge you did not want it.
Again, I apologize if I come across like I'm not a know-it-all. I just had a lot of issues in 2019 because I was an idiot, and I fumbled my way to the knowledge that I had today. So, DMA, did you file a judiciary complaint?
I'm sorry, I don't know what that is. What is that?
A judiciary complaint is a complaint to the judiciary committee in your state that the judge was unqualified. And as soon as the judge says that I don't know constitutional law, she definitely overthrew Article 3
I'm
of the
not sure that's
Constitution.
what her statement
Hold on,
was.
let him finish. Let him finish.
Let me write that down.
Let him finish that,
Judiciary
Joe, real quick before you come in. Please
I already
finish,
said
Raven.
what I was saying. I'm not sure. Her statement was, I don't know constitutional law.
Right.
I
She
think
said
it
I'm
was
not an
saying
expert.
she's not an expert, and she could argue that somewhere as opposed to saying something dumb like, I don't know constitutional
You
law.
can argue that my face is pale or red, but it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, they're going
My
to call
point
me
exactly.
a Caucasian human being, and if I don't know who I am, maybe I shouldn't be who I am.
Just by
I
the merits of
don't know
DMA's
that.
case. Just by the merits of DMA's case, there's been
Thank you.
several arguments and cases before DMA's case in a criminal proceeding that she swore an oath to uphold the Constitution. Therefore, she's deemed to know it. It's fundamental of the First Amendment.
I don't think she
Just
said, I
Alabama-
don't know the Constitution. You guys act like we're talking about two different things here. Let me state clearly.
expert. You're
Yes.
deemed to-
Let's
you're
state that
deemed
in
to be-
one of your responses. Say the word expert, please, because none of them said it yet.
Okay, so let's just say expert. She's deemed to be an expert. If she's a judge and she swore an oath to be impartial, if she's supposed to adjudicate on a matter pursuant to the third article, well, technically, DMA, you're in Article 1. You're in Article 1 court because your name is all caps. So now they're committing fraud. But I can get into all that. You got to disqualify the judge immediately. That's a mistrial.
All lawyers, all
process.
lawyers, constitutional experts, all lawyers.
Yes, they swear an oath to uphold the Constitution.
Sworn oath to
Every lawyer is a constitutional expert, and if he doesn't admit to that, he should be disbarred.
No, if he listen.
I believe you should.
Hold on, I got to answer Mr. Cool's question.
Go ahead.
Because it was a loaded question. And I have
Yes,
to
of course
check
it
this
was.
question. You just asked a loaded question.
Of course it was, yes.
Number one, they're a member of the bar, which means that they are part of the ABA or whatever bar association in their particular state. In their particular state, they swear an oath to uphold the Constitution. Now, before I go further, I will look at that judge and find out if she has a bar card, because that means she's actual law scholar that had a law degree.
Yeah.
She has a doctorate's degree in jurat, and she passed the bar. So she is an expert by definition of a law expert when she went
So,
and had the graduate degree.
Yeah.
So
in the state of Michigan,
If she has a
they're
bar
all like
card,
that.
which I could just find her name, DMA, and I have a database of all the lawyers in America, and I can find out if she has an active bar card. And if she has a registered active bar card, then she is by definition an expert because she has a doctor's degree in law.
Thank you.
So
I'm not sure if
she-
she's a judge or if she was a magistrate.
It doesn't matter if she has an active bar member. If she has an active bar card, then she's an expert because she has a doctorate's degree. in law.
Wait, Wolfie, while you're sitting here saying thank you.
He's proving my point.
This arguments. I'm not sure he is. He is saying that anybody with a bar card is by definition an expert. All hurt by anyone. The day one lawyer who gets a bar card and goes in, if he makes the statement, "Hey, I'm not an expert," he can argue. He has a fucking argument, motherfucker.
Well, sure, I can argue the fact that you're telling the truth just by simply saying all judges are unsuccessful lawyers. I got you. It's no big deal, but unfortunately, they have lawyer behind that. That pronoun is a lawyer, and that lawyer got that by the card. Therefore, if they have that 4-year degree, my homeboy saying down here, I'm telling you that right now. They should be held to that account, and yes, they are.
I don't believe that you think all lawyers are experts in the Constitution. I can't believe no one believes that.
Well, basically, that's what a doctorate degree is. So
you guys do know this.
I don't think they need to be an expert in constitutionality. They don't need to be an expert. They're deemed to know the law.
They are deemed.
I would agree with all of those things. I would agree with those things.
So they're still held to that standard. So they're still held to that standard, Joe. They still have to be held to that. The standard of that. It's more their responsibility and their oath that they took to uphold that oath by knowing the Constitution and upholding it every chance they get a chance.
I don't know who the fucking I don't know who the jury is supposed to be who decides this by what determines them an expert, but I am in no way it's some guy first year law student says, I'm not an expert. He can be held liable for that because 12 motherfuckers gonna say it's his first year and he's not an expert. Therefore, it's open to interpretation.
4 years, Joe. 4 years.
You decide how long you got to be an expert. Maybe the judge has her own opinion. Maybe she feel like I've been here for 26 years and I'm not an expert yet.
Joe, calm down, brother. Calm down.
That opinion.
Calm down, my friend. Here's all I'm trying to tell you. And just be nice, okay?
Go ahead.
I hear what you're saying. Just be nice. Be nice. And listen to me, man. Here's what I'm trying to tell you. That in their 6-year doctor's degree that it takes to get that bar, in the 4 years that they took it, after that 4th year, all right, in pursuance of that doctor's degree, from that point to that point, they are considered experts. And
by who? By Wolverine or by the fucking lawyer or by the judge who's been there for 50 years and still on fire?
By the bar that passed them.
Who determines?
By the bar that passed them.
So we're back to anyone. So we're back to anyone with a bar card is an expert. You already said that's
they're supposed to be.
Can I answer that question?
They're supposed to be, Joe.
Knock yourself out.
Pursuant to their state of their professional rules of conduct, it deems them as experts. So when they pass the bar, let me finish my thought.
Okay, go ahead.
So when they pass the bar, right? They have to register. And show the documents that they passed the bar, that they got their doctor's degree, and then once they become registered, they got to pay their dues. And once they pay their dues, then they have to have the insurance policy or to indemnify them. So if you have a rookie attorney that says on the merits, on the record in a court proceeding that says I'm not an expert, what I would do is file a bar grievance to get his ass, his stupid ass on the record, and he will lose because he's a rookie year. If you get one bar grievance, you're going to lose your insurance policy, and without your insurance policy, you can't be an attorney.
Thank you for asking that question, Joe.
I think this is a nonsense argument. Awesome. I think this is a nonsense argument.
I learned a lot in this.
If you have an attorney that's not a rookie, and if they have 2 bar grievances, because they're not a rookie and they're veterans, if they have 2 bar grievances, then they're going to lose their insurance company or insurance policy.
Okay, good enough.
And then you go after their insurance bonds, because if they have a bar grievance, they're going to tell you that it's unfounded and it's your bar grievance is malicious. But when the bar grievance is filed, then their insurance policy, the insurance company has to pick it up and be notified. So if they have so many bar grievances and you turn around and go after their surety bonds, the bar insurance company is waiting for you. And they're going to know, oh, dude, you got a couple of bar grievances. We're going to have to drop you because you're a walking liability. I'm now starting that.
Madison did that. He went around them when the police didn't do anything. He contacted their insurance. I thought it was brilliant.
So if DMA, right, can find that judge, I can do or someone could do the research and find out if she has an active bar. If she has an active bar registry, she's in the bar registry. You could put in a complaint, and then you could put a judiciary complaint. She get double whammy because she's a judge and an attorney. And then that's grounds of merits for a mistrial, or they have to retry the case because now we have a judge that's disqualified.
And it's a Raven in the state of Michigan that's called the Tenure Commission. We can actually go to the Tenure Commission here and put that judicial misconduct on them because they are experts and they're supposed to be experts in law, and that is why it is judicial misconduct when they are going against the supreme law of the land that they should know.
Like I'm in Buffalo, so they arrest, and I ride around my private plates and stuff. They think I'm a sovereign citizen, and I got my my passport, right, and all that, and I surrendered my driver's license because I wanted to get out of the 14th Amendment. So obviously they towed my car, they threw me in jail. In Buffalo Hot Shots episode 13, when I was street preaching, they arrested me and all that. So arraignment, I said, it was so funny. He was like, "How do you plead?" And I said, "Well, I'm willing to plead guilty." And they looked at me like, "What? Are you sure?" And I'm like, "Yes, I would like to conditionally accept the charges under conditional agreement that you can prove all of my proof of claims." And I gave her a list of all the proof of claims. Show proof of claim that the constitutional laws apply. Show proof of claim that I'm a U.S. citizen, and show proof of claim of this. Show proof of claim of that. And she read it, and I said, "If you cannot prove all the proof of claims that I require, because I'm honorable, then you have agreed to pay this amount of money with your surety bonds or any assets therein." So they tried to go around that and try to hit me with a CPL 730, which is a mental evaluation. So that's where I'm at right now. And I'm like, okay, show evidence that I'm crazy. And of course, I'm going to be filing a federal complaint in federal court against.
That's recent. That's recent. They try to pull a loony bin shit on you. That's recent.
Well, that's when they have nothing on me. So yeah,
I said, was it recent? Yeah, okay.
It's recent. Yeah, like literally last week. So now, because they arrested me and I'm like defending two cases at once. Now, because they didn't answer my affidavit and they didn't answer my conditional acceptance agreement during a contract. So I already have one judge recused himself. I'm going to have Judge Wilson recuse himself, and Judge Wilson is going out with one of the common council members. His name is Mitch somebody. So they're partners, and they're all cahoots of violating everyone's rights. So
yeah, I absolutely hate you.
Buffalo's out of control, man.
And what you're doing is like a different kind of remedy. Now you're not going through the traditional remedy that everybody else usually does. To clarify, it's not the usual remedy that most people go through in court.
Yeah, I think it's brilliant.
I already had one lawsuit that all from beginning to end, because no attorney wants to pick up my case. I already had a $20,000 settlement. I waited 3.5 years for that. Harris v. McAllister 22 CV 75 is everything that happened to me in 2019, and I'm suing 36 police officers. I just now had my case management order.
Damn.
I filed it year 2022. So I'm done. I'm done with the Title 42. I do not want first article constitutional tort remedies. I want to go around that and try to tackle Article 3 remedies by just filing a miscellaneous filing. First go after the surety bonds. If that doesn't work, then file a miscellaneous filing pursuant to a foreign judgment. Because if you have the affidavit that they didn't answer, that stands as evidence of fact in any court. You have your conditional acceptance agreement that there's actual Supreme Court rulings that if a entity that has immunity operates in private contracts, then they're not afforded the enjoyment of any immunities because they overthrew the 14th Amendment. And by them doing that, they can't hold office. So they're committing fraud. So you can go ahead and put them in a private contract.
I'm curious, your lawsuit, what was that? Was it on one of these type of grounds, or was it on something different?
The one that's active now?
The $20,000 lawsuit that you want, was it?
That's already closed. That was street preaching 2017.
So that was not a paperwork argument or whatever these arguments are. It was outright, they violated your rights directly.
They arrested me. I went to malicious prosecution. So the causes of action, which I was an idiot in how I filed because it was my first lawsuit. I filed the Buffalo Police Department. Turned out that, they are an administrative arm to the city of Buffalo.
A little hard on yourself, bro.
No, but that's good. Because now
I agree.
Now I learned all the causes of action that I need because all the errors.
I wouldn't call yourself an idiot.
When they dismiss a cause of action, the judge would tell you what you did wrong. And then you can take what your errors and use it for your next lawsuit.
Yeah, ignorance is bliss. I got you.
The only reason I asked, I was trying to figure out what type of success have you had in the courts with these arguments. They are all difficult for all of us, every argument that motherfuckers use. I was wondering if you'd had any success in that direction.
Yes, there was a huge success. Seeing that when you file, they call it pro se, because you submit jurisdiction into Article 1 when you file a Title 42 lawsuit. They have attorneys to help you along the way because you qualify to form a pauperous, because I'm poor. And the success was they talk you into the settlement. Even though you were scheduled for trial, the city of Buffalo or any municipality cannot haste trial. They don't want to go to trial because it's going to cost a lot of money for trial, and it's not going to look good on their record that the case actually go to trial because they don't want any established law.
Outside of the $20,000 ones, they've tried to talk you into it on other stuff as well.
Yeah. So basically, the David Lee, the attorney of City of Buffalo. Yeah, I got rid of the first attorney because I embarrassed her, and she had a job. Now she's a U.S. prosecutor. He goes, "I'll give you $10,000." I said, "Okay, thank you for calling out. Have a good day." He was like, "Wait." He said, how would you feel if I would give you $15,000? I said, listen to me very carefully, David.
That's the Wolverine plunge there.
I said, listen to me very carefully there. Okay. You guys put me through 6 months of malicious prosecution. He goes, how many times did you go to court? At least 10. How about if I give you $1,000 per appearance? I said, I'm listening.
Oh my God.
I'm listening. He goes,
so both of these, I'm sorry.
So I only have one settlement so far, but the big lawsuit is just
malicious prosecution.
Right. So this lawsuit that I'm suing is obviously there's a lot of issues that happen. Okay.
I don't want to hear them all. I swear I know. Myself.
But listen, I'm here to, people want to learn. Okay. There's a lot of people out there that are listening and want to learn.
I'm listening to you, brother. I'm listening to you.
So I was at a traffic stop, and I'll make it short. I was at a traffic stop, and I was like, I was driving down Elmwood, and I saw a traffic stop. I said, how many cops did it take to give one man a ticket? So Officer McAllister says, mind your damn business. And I told him to shut the fuck up. He goes, what? I said, you heard me. He goes, go. And I went. And I called him an asshole. So he pulled me over because I called him an asshole. I said, you know what you just did, right? He goes, what? I said, you got myself a lawsuit. He goes, well, calling me an asshole is disorderly conduct.
No,
so that's one.
It's not a
threat.
So
they took my ID. So the causes of action is retaliation of the First Amendment because of free speech of me calling him an asshole. And he retaliated and he initiated a show of authority stop. The Fourth Amendment because he stopped me. Okay. He's a supervisor, so supervisory negligent liability.
Right.
Another Fourth Amendment violation is because he forced my ID. Then another Fourth Amendment violation because he went and broke the plane and took my key fob to place the key on top of the car. And another violation because he seized my car because he took the key fob.
And when they recognize all this and you tell them all of these, your complaints or claims, I forgot which one you called it, they usually start to turn in favorable. Yeah.
Sometimes it's not that hard. I mean, look, you know as well as I do, Raven, Joe. By the way, Raven, them are in the cases that you're talking about. They're in federal court, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. So you know that's a very conservative court, right? I mean, they have you got a jury. The people that you're suing, that cop or them specific people in that jurisdiction, did they actually get a jury trial?
Well, I demanded.
Go ahead.
I personally demanded a trial by jury as opposed to a jury trial. And the last time I
but they're the defendant though. I don't understand that. Wait a minute.
I'm the one that filed the lawsuit, so I can set the parameters.
You can set the parameters.
I can set the parameters if I want to have a jury trial, a bench trial, or.
See, I've never been to federal court, so I don't know this. This is what I'm learning right now because I'm going after Andrew Borg, but I'm gonna get everything I possibly can to learn this stuff. That's why I'm asking you these questions because I'm gonna write some of this stuff up, and then this other paralegal that I know is gonna go over it and then add his stuff to it, and then I'm gonna give it to my attorney, give him a couple hundred to a pre-through debt, and make sure it's within the quorum of the court, and then file the 495 and
you can do it yourself, man. We can hook up, dude. I can give you my email, give you my phone number, hook up. I can tell you all
That'd
the
be
causes
awesome.
of that.
Thank you.
Perfect example. And I'll do it for free. I do everything when I help people. I don't charge because freedom should be free. Okay. But for perfect example,
I tip well.
Well, I don't care about all that. I mean, I take donations, but
I
thank you for Erie County for letting me come on, man. I thank you, dude. For perfect example, if you have multiple officers on scene and they stood complacent, well, that's another cause of action called bystander liability. And that's a cause of action because other officers stood complacent and they didn't intervene. So that's a bystander liability pursuant to Monell.
So is that the answer? Hold on, Wolfie, hold on. So is that the answer? The same way they get us and hit us with extra charges, and we hit them with 87 different things.
You're using the same rules they did to them. You damn straight. So that was one incident, and then another incident when I went to City Hall and they kicked me out. So that's like a slew of causes of action, and then it happened again on another date. So another slew of causes of action starts all over. I have about 5 supervisors, and 2 of them, one supervisor I hit twice because he did it again.
Wow!
I was arrested in my home, right? Because
what's the cost of filing these federal lawsuits? You filed them for free somehow?
You could file for free. There's a couple of ways you could do it. You could go pro bono, or you could do called forma pauperis. And forma pauperis says you're filing as a poor man or a prisoner. So there's
Say it again.
Forma pauperis. You can file under pro bono.
Spell that for me, would you please?
Pro.
Go ahead.
Space bono, BONO. Or forma pauperis. Forma pauperis.
Forma pauperis.
Forma pauperis.
How many syllables are in that?
He wanted the second
I'm just
word.
trying to figure it out, man.
Clap it out. Clap it out. Let's all clap it out.
These nuts for the rest of y'all because you guys don't have you ain't gonna do what I'm gonna do. So let me ask you this right now.
Okay.
Please tell me the word. I don't understand the word because I'm going to look it up. All right.
We'll hook up. We'll hook up, dude. Trust
All
me.
right.
I got
All
you,
right.
bro.
Thank
I'll
you.
give you my phone number.
All right.
Just spell the word for him right quick. F-O proper, whatever the fucking
Okay,
word
so
was. Spell it for him.
Forma. F-O-R-M-A. Forma.
Okay.
Papyrus.
All right.
I forgot how I spell papyrus. It's late for
All
me.
right, he should get it from there. All right.
All right. I'll Google will fill it in. All right. Good. I just want to know if that's an actual formality. You know, you got formality inside
It's
the
Latin.
decorum. Inside
Yeah, we got
the decorum.
I'm not sure if Mexican Free Press has had a chance to speak.
Here, I'll mute.
Good evening, y'all. How are y'all?
What's good with you?
DMA brought up something. Not DMA. Auditor County brought up something regarding judges being elected. And okay, so James Freeman, you guys are well aware of him, did a video regarding a gentleman that was camping out in New Mexico for his honeymoon or something like that. So he got arrested from the state police in New Mexico. The judge that this gentleman went to go see, his name is Joe Madrid. Okay, his son was a court clerk for the city of Espanola. He just got elected. He has no law backing him up. He doesn't have a law degree. He's not a lawyer. He's nothing. He only worked in the court system. He was a supervisor, and then he went to management. Then he put his name out there for election to become a municipal judge in Espanola, and he won it with no law backing him. He has no degree in any law or nothing, and it's hilarious that you guys are talking about this. I'm watching you guys. It just popped into my head.
Wow.
When James was doing this video. It's crazy. It's crazy how these judges are getting elected or getting voted in.
The public land, dude, the judge it's been in front of, you're saying was elected, no legal background.
Right.
That dude.
The son, not the dad. The dad has some kind of law backing, but the son has no law backing. He's the judge for the municipal court in Espanola.
All right, I got you.
But that's all I gotta say. You guys have a good night. You guys are all awesome. Appreciate you guys. For the record, I'll get in contact with you through Charles. I'd like to talk to you. I'll hit up ANCAP and see if we can pass messages, numbers, whatever.
All right.
You guys have a good night.
You too, sir.
You too, man.
Good night, man.
Nice meeting you. Excuse me.
Yeah, that was sick, man. What happened to that dude?
Yeah, that was crazy, man. I was thinking about, he did a little fighting in Portland and shit like that, but he's fighting it in court. Well, I wasn't sure. He was told to leave. I wasn't sure where to fall on that shit. He was told to leave, but he didn't leave. I don't know. You guys got your opinion of videos all over the place?
Then he got tackled. I'm not laughing at him. It's like, what?
Yes, dude, he has a legal argument. I've watched the deposition videos, and I still don't know if he's on solid footing or not. Yeah, my girl smokes too. That's her coughing in the background.
I thought it was.
Tell Phoenix I said hi.
Wolby says hi. Hi. She says hi.
Oh, okay. I thought of when he was doing a deposition. I thought it was a federal court deposition, and when he was asking the police officer questions. And I'm like looking at his attorney not saying anything, and I was like, why isn't he objecting to form? And I later found out that he was doing like a criminal proceeding, and he was doing some type of a deposition hearing in a criminal proceeding, which is pretty cool in his state. We don't do that in New York, man, unless it's a felony hearing.
Yeah, I think I heard that I know his wife's an attorney for the state or the federal government or something. I heard he was an attorney too. And he looked like he was, foaming at the mouth to get a hold of that cop. I was like, it was his dream, bro.
You know, I the reason why I'm going after Andrew Morgan Taylor, that's the guy that messed with Jeff, you know, our mutual friend. Was it NC Tyrant? Yeah, NC Tyrant Hunter, and freaking and illegally got he illegally got MCC's ID because you could see how they harassed us after they code for the situation. They couldn't do nothing. They so-called educated the people that were there. They were all bootlickers. Wah, 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 wah. And then we started to leave. They started to threaten us and take jurisdiction over private property where they had no authority. Then we used our verbal judo. We tore them off, and then we left. And then they got pulled over, and then they exploited their supremacy on Jeff and Matt and Steven and guys. Yeah, that's that big. That's that. Remember when they did that two-way audit in Brownstown at the Ford plant? Well, they walked across the street because Brownstown police officers. Well, I was listening to the scanner, and they said, "I see 4 males over the age of 21. One is open carrying, has a pistol on his side. I don't see no crimes being committed here. I'm code 4," and he left. He did what he was supposed to do. And then all MCC did once they knew, because I was yelling at them, "Hey, what up, y'all?" They just code forward it. And then they started to walk across the street. And as soon as they got on the Taylor side of it and got on city property, this is not on the bootlicker's property. This was on the city's property. So as soon as he stepped into the grass or the approach to get on the grass as they were crossing the street there, they started, yelling demands and all that crap. And anyways, that's the cop I'm going after. I already retired the other one. Sergeant Cox, I released a video on it. And they closed down. They didn't have anything to say because they knew that I had them. I had them in here. I had both of them right in here. So they retired his ass. And then the other one, Andrew, now you guys could say you know this, but don't conflate it. Who on panel right now, anybody in chat, can tell me you know a prosecutor that did a noli proce and put without prejudice or with prejudice on there for the judge to sign? Anybody on panel ever seen a prosecutor do that?
Do what? Oh, go ahead.
When they did a noli proce, okay, listen very close. When the prosecutor did an investigation, found that it's not in the interest of justice, so they did a noli proce. But in that noli proce, there's 4 or 5 different boxes that they check. All of mine were checked. Take off all future liens with prejudice was checked. Without prejudice, of course, wasn't checked. And the last one was in the interest of justice. Okay. And then they put a full investigation, and the prosecutor did it. The court clerk told me, she said, he's doing a noli proce, and he just wants to do it without prejudice, and all the judge has to do is sign it. So she affirmed to me that the prosecutor's the one that did his investigation and said with prejudice. Now, who here in chat and on this panel, or anybody listening to me, if you have, get a hold of me. I'm really interested to see if you ever heard of a prosecutor putting with prejudice and not bringing charges back up.
Yeah, all the time.
You've seen it? Can you show me a document? You got a receipt for that? Just for my, I'll put it in my archives, because I haven't seen one yet to this day. Nor has
not
my
for me
attorney.
personally. Not for me personally.
Okay.
But they do that, but they don't show it to you. But they do it because there's no probable cause to go forward, and there's no reason for anyone else to even bring it back up. That's why it's with.
So is that an assumption that you're making?
No,
Because
that's actual. But they don't. It's factual, but they don't show that. They don't want to show things like that with people. I did see someone down the line did show something similar.
Okay, all right.
And they even said lack of subject matter jurisdiction.
It's few and in between, far.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And that's because the cop lied. And I told them that I was going to depose the hell out of him. And I'm going to impeach his testimony. And I'm going to ask that he be put on the Brady list because he lied 9 times in his affidavit.
Michigan has a Brady list?
Yes.
New
Well,
York
they
needs
have something similar to it. I forget what it's called, but they do call it the Brady. Something Brady.
New York needs one.
All of them do. They do. They just got different names for them. I mean, what are you supposed to call a cop? Because the first actual one that went to the Supreme Court was the Brady. That's why they call it the Brady list. So, you know, we have this narrative here that they put out, okay, that if a cop lies too much, we can't rely upon his credibility, and here is precedence for it, and that's what they have. So in other places, they just kind of use these cops, and you wonder why they keep cops like that on the force, right? But it's because, in my opinion, that they're the deterrent by itself. It's a deterrent. You know, he's a bad cop, and they're going to let him get away with it, so don't mess with him, and you better listen to him. So that they use those kind of people as deterrents, so that's why they.
Hey, Erie, does New York have some type of Brady list that you know of?
Not that I'm familiar with. I'm not saying there is or isn't. I'm just not familiar with. I imagine there probably is. I mean, Brady list is probably countrywide, not state to state, is it?
No. I wish there were a network, national network, like sex offenders. There should be like a national network of law enforcement officers that were fired or under investigation, barred to be terminated. It should be.
Hey, Raven, I just looked it up, and according to Google, it says New York is not in compliance with national-wide public-facing platform record, the Brady list. The Supreme Court, and by the way, if anybody wants to know more about that, you can go look that up on the United States Court Scottus Brady List Doctrine in 1963. The Act of 1967. So it's in federal law.
Hey guys, I'm gonna get out of here.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna shut this down pretty close here to the 3-hour mark.
Yeah, DMA man, I love your stuff, dude. I love your
right
stuff.
on, man.
Every
I
single
appreciate
video.
it, bro.
And
I saw your channel. I'm gonna check out some of your videos. So
thank you. And disclaimer, yeah, I only give respect to those warranted, but sometimes, dude, I flip off. I've got to work on that. Sometimes, you know.
You were the best part of the night, man. Believe it or not.
But DMA, dude, you're Sweet Tea. I love her, your girlfriend.
Yeah.
And was that your sister?
yeah, it's Big Sis. It's Regan Benson. She's not really my sister.
Dude. She's the one, bro.
Yeah.
She's that one.
Well, have you seen the last 2 videos I did? She's in both of them. We're doing public comment at Inglewood.
No, I gotta look that up. No,
yeah, check out the last 2, man. She's back. I'm back working with her a little bit.
I'm pretty sure I saw her.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna get out of here too, man.
All right, then.
Thank you for that.
Hey, Buffalo, you can email me too if you want, bro.
God bless
if you want to get in contact.
Hey, Raven, my email's in the private chat. Go ahead and
I'm
email
gonna
me.
lose. I'm gonna
We can talk.
lose. Yeah, I gotta try to find everyone's email. I'll
Mine's
look it up.
mine's simple.
I just want to talk about what we
gmail.com.
said we would talk about.
It's on my about section. So
Bro,
I gotta go. All right, peace out, guys.
All right,
Raven,
guys.
Raven, I'd like to run that story of you getting arrested. The video on my channel in Erie County Hall.
Oh yes, sir. Because if you don't mind, if I can have permission to use your video for evidence. Well, it's too late. I can't do Manel claim. Oh crap. Anyway,
I'd like to run your video to show like what happened before I went.
Yes, bro. You're welcome to share. Oh, I didn't post it yet. It's in my Facebook.
Yeah, you have to send me a link.
For the record, I love you, bro. I love your stuff too, man.
Same here, man. It's good to see you, Erie County.